What's up, everybody? We are live once again, week 2, NFL, Thursday night. Joe Buck and Troy Aikman are right behind this camera, and I am looking directly at their soul. So here we go. It's reaction time. Score predictions. I see some people in the chat saying Giants are going to win. What do we think? I got Giants edging this one out. I think if you can't beat Taylor Heineke, then that's it. Season's over week 2. I know I was dramatic in week 1, but it really is like that in week 2. It's a short week. Not a lot of time to fix the mistakes, but it's not like you're playing a perfect football team. You're playing a backup quarterback. Yeah, they have a good defense, but so what? You're going to play good defenses in the NFL. And Daniel Jones owns the Washington football team. That's the only thing he has going for him against any team in the entire NFL. What do we got, chat? Yes, sir. That beat is produced by Mikey Bots, the legendary Mikey Bots. Saquon warming up. He looked good, but let's see. Let's see how actually explosive he is this week, because last week he looked tentative. He looked like he didn't know where to go. Maybe there wasn't a lot to go for him. I haven't looked back at the film that intensely, but what I will say is he didn't look explosive or decisive. He looked kind of choppy, so we'll see. Let's put it this way. I did add Devontae Booker in a couple of leagues. I added Devontae Booker in a couple of fantasy leagues. I hope I'm wrong, but I'm worried about Saquon a little bit. For me, it's going to have to be Daniel Jones making throws. And they cannot do it. They cannot run the ball on first down. Throw the ball on first down. This is the way the league works. We all know this by now. Throw the ball on first down and set up the run later in the drive. Let's go. Giant fans, it's lit right now. This is it. Week 2. They're kicking off. So let's see. Giants will have the ball in the second half. If the Giants don't win this game, I don't really see a path to success. It's like you can't beat Heineke and Bridgewater the first 2 weeks. You're not ready to play against those two quarterbacks. That's not good enough. Here we go. Ball's in the air. And return about to the 23-yard line. It was just short. That's what you want to see. You don't want to see these touchbacks all the time. You want to try to get the returner in a predicament where he has to take it out, and you can get your coverage team before the 25. Save a couple yards. Sounds silly, but with this football team, we need every single yard we can get. How did I add Booker? It's pretty simple. He was available, so I added him. Check my bench. Here we go. Heineke in the shotgun. 1st and 10. 14:56 on the clock. Somebody in motion, number 2. I can't get these numbers right. And a pass over the middle, and it's dropped. Logan Thomas is a little bit behind him. And Adoree Jackson had a chance at a pick there. Almost. Almost. Heineke did not look good on that pass. That was well behind him, but he was open. I'll tell you that. He was open. Oh. Yeah, you said did you, not how. My bad. Did you add Booker? Yeah, I did. I said I added him in both leagues. How do you not know? You're the commissioner. You should know. Here we go. Pass to the flats to McLaurin, And he gets about 8, leaps for about 8. So here we go, 3rd and short again. Can they get off the field? Whole playbook is open when you're allowing 3rd and short. Whole playbook is open. Here we go, Heineke in the shotgun, 3rd and 2. What's up, Esteban? Oh, let's go. Azeez Ojulari sacks him. Heineke backpedaling, trips. That looked like out of the Daniel Jones playbook right there from Taylor Heineke. That's what you want to see. Get off the field on 3rd down. I swear to God, I think Daniel Jones can make enough plays in this game if we get him the ball and unleash him a little bit in the offense. And I think that has to happen at this point. Jason Carrot Top is done out here if he doesn't. So Tress Way backed up to his back to his own 1-yard line here, punting. Ojulari, 2 sacks on the season already. Those are gonna look real nice at the end of the season, no matter what. Peppers returns it back to around the Giant 45. We do have a flag on the play, and tell me Peppers is hurt. All right, he's all right. Last thing I want to see is Peppers hurt. We got the jersey right there. That is my favorite player on the Giants. I think he's got the most energy, the most captain-like qualities. I think he makes the most plays in the football usually for the Giants on defense. But he was not good in week 1. He was not good. Noah Fant was getting wide open against him in man coverage, and he's got to tighten that up. And we got a hold on the return here. So we'll back that up to the 35. Why can't we have good things? Why can't Giant fans have good things? All right, so Daniel Jones back out on the field. Let's see it. And by the way, guys, excuse me. I was a little late. But we do have to crack open the BL because it is time to enjoy Daniel Jones, and we need to accompany Daniel Jones with alcohol sometimes, and we really do. A lot of the times. So here we go. Cheers. Logan Ryan made a huge play last week. I'm not going to lie. Logan Ryan was the best player on defense last week. But for me, Peppers has a little bit more athleticism, and he's younger. So it's like Logan Ryan is kind of like that captain. He's more of like an Antrell role. I guess he was the best player on that defense in that secondary that year. I just like Peppers, man. I've always liked Peppers. New Jersey guy. Got to respect that. Playing for a New Jersey team. Guys, smash the like button. If you're just popping in for a second, smash the like. That helps other people watch it, so I don't have to beg you guys to watch it. And there we go. We start a fire. A little bit of gasoline starts a fire. Daniel Jones, 1st and 10. What are you going to do, bro? Are they going to run it on 1st down blindly like we'd expect? Rudolph in motion. Shepard split out wide here. Throw it on 1st. Let's see it. Oh, no. Give to Barkley, and he goes right up the middle. Gets hit pretty decently up the middle. That's a nice tackle by 26. Let me know who's 26 on Washington. I'll get their names down. Their numbers are all messed up for me. Everyone's all over the place. But here we go. 2nd and 5. Yeah, the dog pick was supposed to come. I got let down by the owner. So next week we will have a new dog. I needed a video earlier, but it's okay. I wanted the same dog to pick again. Jones over the middle, and he hits Kyle Rudolph. Big throw from Jones. 1st down. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Giants moving quickly. Still in their own territory because of that brutal holding penalty on the punt return, which was just stupid. How do you do that on a punt return? Just let him go. Jones in the shotgun. Fakes to Barkley over the middle, and he drills it. Who's that? Kenny G. Kenny G. Play the saxophone, baby. Play the saxophone. Woo-hoo-hoo. Let's go. Feed Galladay. Feed him. James, don't worry. I got you a buddy. He's on the list. Jones, bootleg, keeps it. Chase Young chasing him, but that's all he did do. Chase him. Just chasing him. Jones gets out of bounds, second down, lives to fight another down. This is a good drive starter here. Now we got to finish it. Got to get points on the board. Here we go. Jason Garrett looks like he might have had the right pot of coffee this morning. Who knows? Let's see it. Jones calling the shots. Looks like he might be checking the protection here, which is always a good thing. I don't know if he's done that early in his career. 2nd and 8. High snap. Jones grabs it. And nowhere to go. He gets wrapped up. That's a sack. Play was kind of done from the get-go. Bad snap from the center. And I believe Billy Price is playing center for the Giants. This is a first-time start at center. Nick Gates, the usual starter at center and team captain, moved over to guard for this game. Shane Lemieux on IR, the usual guard. So we're going to see some issues with the center, but it was pretty quick and apparent there. So here we go, 3rd and 10. And you're not in field goal range, so you really need to try to push it down the field. Are you going to be conservative or are you going to throw it short of the sticks? Daniel Jones back, looks over the middle, and delivers to Sterling Shepard a first down. Let's go. You're telling me Daniel Jones sucks? Come on. I've seen way worse. Like, come on. Let's go, people. If he could shave off that 10% of trash, he's a decent NFL quarterback. He's definitely a starter level. Let's go. Looking good on this drive. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. DJ in the shotgun. First and 10. About the Giants 35. A little screen play for Shepard. He breaks free. Gets a couple yards. Gets about 4 yards on first down. And that is what they need to see. I don't want to hear Jason Garrett pass on first down. Even though it was more of like a shorter concept, you could run that on first down. Get a couple yards. Keep the defense honest. The Giants' problem has been just giving it to Saquon on first down and expecting him to go crazy. It's not going to happen every time, especially when they're gearing up for it, especially when he's coming off a huge knee injury. So let's see it. Open up the playbook on first down. Juice and Buddy are on the immediate list. Jones, RPO, and he's running. Let's go. Get out of bounds. He wraps up the football and gets out of bounds around the 12-yard line. He's looking great on this drive, baby. Somebody's fired up. Daniel Jones, a little fire under your ass. Let's get it. Carrot Top looks like he's in the zone right now. I'm telling you, he had that A-grade coffee, that Colombian coffee from Jason Garrett today. And I love this tempo on the first drive. This tempo has been excellent. Nothing like we've seen from the Giants in previous years and a lot of last week. But like I said, last week they barely had the football. Yeah, Jones is making the right reads right now. High snap again. Give to Barkley. Tries to bounce it outside, and he runs right into who is that? Daron Payne? Looks like it might have been like a backup D lineman, rotational D lineman. Smith Williams for the WFT, the Washington football team, which, by the way, get a name as soon as possible, please. This is a joke. They look like that created team, that expansion team that NBA 2K just starts in the middle of your franchise mode. All right, Jones, 2nd and 12 after the broken run play. Red zone, they got it. They can't turn it over here. Another high snap. Jones dumps it off. A little bit of pressure from Chase Young there, and it's behind Sterling Shepard, incomplete. So 3rd and 12. There's a flag on the play. Who's this on? Is this roughing the passer on Chase Young? Oh, it looks like it might be. There we go. Joe Judge is pumped. 15. He wants 15, he said. 15. Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Huge for the Giants. Everything going on this drive. Everything going. Andrew Thomas working on Chase Young. Chase Young blows him up, goes right around him on the inside. Daniel Jones gets rid of it on time, dumps it to Shepard. It was way behind him, but he got rid of it, and Chase Young finished off the tackle, gets charged with the roughing the passer, and that's huge for this drive. Saquon needs to hit a hole and stop dancing. I agree. Barkley hopping around like Peter Rabbit. I agree. That play was kind of stuffed, though. That play was kind of stuffed, the one you're referring to. 1st and goal. He kind of had to try to make something happen on that run. Obviously, nothing did happen. Barkley up the middle. There you go. Right up the gut, 2 yards for 2nd and goal. That's what you wanted. Not a lot on that play. They got to open up some holes. This is a tough defensive line, but you do got to go forward. You guys are right. Woo! Electric first drive. I'm pumped. That's how you get started. That is how you get started. And like we said, Washington football team struggles with the New York Giants. For whatever reason, Daniel Jones seems to not fear this team, and he fears everybody else with a scary passion. Like, he's extremely afraid. He sees ghosts by everyone else but the elite defensive line. Jones keeps it. Is he in? He's in! The classic Daniel Jones, fake like he's going to pass, right up the gut, the C parts, and Jones goes right down the middle. And that is 6 points for the New York Giants right away. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Jason Carrot Top, that's a good drive right there. Daniel Jones, that's a good drive right there. Let's do 4 more of those. Is he in? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. No doubt about it. Touchdown. Woo. Let's see if Graham Yes can put the points on the board, and we can put the 7 up there. Let's do it. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. It's lit. Don't miss this extra point now and just kick me right in the nuts. All right, you got it. Graham Yes. Graham Yes. And we putting that 7 up there. Let's get it. Woo-hoo. First commercial break, and the Giants have 7 points. And that is exactly what the doctor ordered. If the doctor wrote a prescription and he was writing it to you and he was writing it to me this morning, I would have asked for 7 points on the first drive and everything clicking. Everything. Okay, they got a roughing the passer call on Chase Young. That was the only kind of bailout thing you could possibly say. Andrew Thomas completely ran inside on Chase Young, but Chase Young is going to get to the quarterback. That's what he does. He's an elite player. However, everything else in that drive was amazing. Galladay getting involved, Shepard getting involved, Rudolph making a big catch to start off the drive. Saquon Barkley, okay, it wasn't no big runs for him, but it looked better already. He was going forward. He had one run where he kind of danced a little bit and didn't get outside, but that, you know what? We live with that. Let's go. 7-zip Giants. Share the stream, guys. Send it to somebody. Let's get it. Hit like if you haven't already. If you're just popping in for a second. We're just getting started here. Third sip of beer here, and the Giants got 7 points. That's what you want to see. Can't even shut my trap to have a sip because the Giants are just electrifying my soul like that. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of that first drive? Could it be any better? If you were dreaming last night, would you have dreamt of anything better for the Giants offense? I sure as hell couldn't. Woo. Now let's get off the field again. Let's not forget the defense made a big play on 3rd down already. And you know why you forget that is because they got off the field on 3 downs. And then Daniel Jones had a chance to make a drive, a full, complete drive, and the play calling was excellent on that drive. Magnifique. Can only go down from here, right? Giant fans, it can only go down from here. This kick return's probably going back to the house or something. How are the Mets doing tonight? Anybody watching any baseball? I don't care about baseball anymore. The Mets are a dead team. The Yankees aren't doing anything. We're back from commercial. But just the Yankees are winning 2-1 in the 9th. That's probably that's a dub, it looks like. Who knows? Mets didn't play today. Here we go. Chase Young is scary, man. Chase Young is a scary, scary looking dude. They look like they had to make an extra set of pads for him. Another kick inside the 5. Return this time, deep. And he gets over the 31. So, poor coverage on that. But you know what? We'll take it. Get him down to the ground. Let's get a stop. That first drive, that Chase Young roughing the passer, he did kind of like deliver his head towards the bottom there. And then he went up like, eek. I didn't do it. So, he kind of knew he was guilty there. But Jack Del Rio, the defensive coordinator for the WFT. I'm calling them WFT, not NFT, WFT, because that's what they are. They're probably trying to sell their NFT of all their WFT stuff. Heineke, play action. Dumps it off to Thomas, gets about 4 yards on the crossing route. Blake Martinez and Xavier McKinney wrap him up. Giants were really good interior stuff in the run last year. We haven't seen a lot of Antonio Gibson yet. Last week we saw a steady dose of him against the Chargers. So it looks like they're trying to get the Giants to respect Heineke a little bit before they just start giving it off to Gibson. We'll see. Handoff up the middle. Gibson churning his legs and gets about 2 yards. Oh, a little extracurricular, and guess who it is? Guess who it is? The biggest bust in New York Giants history, Eric Flowers, starting a little skirmish with the Giants defense and Adoree Jackson. So you know what we're going to have to do? We're going to have to beat Eric Flowers tonight because you know why? He set this franchise back about 4 to 5 years. I don't want to hear it. As a tackle, what were they doing wrong that all of a sudden you can be good? You can be a good player. They gave him every opportunity. All right, Heineke in the shotgun. 3rd and 4, he's getting chased away. Dumps it off, incomplete, and the Giants get off the field again. And here we go. The New York Football Giants are cooking. Who got the pressure there? It looked like it was Lorenzo Carter getting his first legitimate pass rush of the year. That's what you want to see. Tressway out on the field again. This is already more punting than I think Denver did all last week. You have a chance when the other team gives the ball up and gives you a lot of time to put drives together. When you're rushing all the time and you're against the clock, you're gonna turn the ball over. You're gonna make bad plays. Way punts it inside the 20. Peppers fields it, returns. Ooh, he absorbs a hit, goes down after a 5-yard gain. Giants will have it around the 22-yard line. 5:57 to play in the first quarter. If you're just joining us, smash a like. 4 sips of beer is in. 4 sips of beer? 5 sips of beer in? I'm counting my sips of beer now. That's how focused we are. Let's get it. How we doing out there? Anybody have any fantasy conundrums, questions? They need it. Not advice. I'm not here to say I'm an expert, but I can counsel you. Give you some, devil's advocate thoughts. If the Giants score again here, we're back. We're back. We're going to be playing the music the rest of the night. We're back. But that being said, we beat Washington football team every single time. So then that's what everyone's going to say. Oh, you beat us last year and we still won the division. Beat us last year, we still won the division. I don't care. Giants needed to win this game. It's early, all right? It's 7-0. I'm acting like they won already. But just the enjoyment I've gotten from that first 7 minutes was definitely more than what we saw last week. Even with the going up 7-0 last week, it wasn't that enjoyable. Guys, we are going to be getting into Knicks games in the future. So that'll be very lit. If you have ever seen me watch a Knicks game or been with me while I'm watching a Knicks game, I treat every single game like it's Game 7 of the finals for the last 10 years. Got to ruin the Eagles this year. I agree. We got to get rid of the Eagles this year. I want to beat Dallas twice. I want to beat Dallas in Dallas. Let's do that. That'll really send a message to the league. If you beat Dallas in Dallas twice, then you're definitively better than the Dallas Cowboys. America's team. Boo, America's team. Who decided that's America's team? I would like to know. I would like to know. Everyone giving up on the Giants already. Like myself. What an idiot. What a fool. They have one of the hottest young quarterbacks in the NFL. All right, so backed up in your own end here. Not good field position. Last drive, you had pretty good field position around the old 35. Oh, wait, then they had that holding penalty, so maybe not good field position last drive. Let's do it. Full drive again. Run the length of the field. Get points here. Make this a 2-possession game. Kadarius Toney in the huddle here. So I want to see if they use him as a decoy for a change. Yes, sir, James. Wait till the Knicks streams. Wait till Knicks Nets. You Net fans might be able to have some fun, or you might never want to watch. We'll see. Jones in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Back to pass. Big pass rush. Dumps it off to Barkley, incomplete. Barkley was running with it before he made the catch, and incomplete. There probably wasn't much there anyway. Washington got a huge pass rush, and now it looks like Nick Gates is hurt. So if Nick Gates is hurt, they are in big trouble. They're flashing Dave Gettleman on the screen now. We've got to fix the offensive line. Let's be honest. Let's not kid each other. Men allow you to compete, and that's what we've got to fix. Big men allow you to compete, and that's what we've got to fix. And Nick Gates is badly injured. This is devastating for the New York Football Giants right now. He's holding his face. Every trainer's coming out. This looks really bad for the O-line. Holy crap. That's not good. That's not good. Nick Gates being injured is not good. He's the best offensive lineman on this team right now, if you ask me. Most consistent for sure. They just moved him out to guard for this game. He's usually the center. He's one of the captains on offense. And now he's holding his face, they had the towel around his leg. It does not look good for Nick Gates. That's a damn shame. That is brutal. Football is a devastating sport. And that is why we will try to be live for as many Giant games as possible this year, because I cannot hide the devastation when something like that happens. All right, Nick Gates is kind of one of the more consistent, exciting players on the Giants. I mean, it's hard to be that excited about an offensive lineman, but if you're a Giants fan and you have one consistent offensive lineman on your team, you're a big fan of him. And now it looks like he's down injured. It could be a really bad injury for the rest of the season type of injury, just judging on body language and what I see on the field. It does not look good. So prayers up for Nick Gates. Hopefully he's all right. What are you guys saying here? Let's pop out this chat. Guys, drop something in the chat. Ask me a question. Let's keep it rolling. Commercial breaks, otherwise I can just give you 5 minutes on why Nick Gates' injury is making me sad right now, but it really is. Hopefully he's okay. Offense was moving the ball right. That last play was kind of broken, blown up, and I hope that Nick Gates didn't get it wasn't non-contact or something like that. Hopefully it was just like an ankle sprain or something like that, but it does not look good. D-Rose Adidas commercial. That's good. Dude, they got the whole huge cart stretcher for Nick Gates right now. He's still not off the field. Devastating for the team. Everyone kneeling. This guy is kind of a warrior for the Giants. If you're a Giant fan, you love Nick Gates. That's for sure. What seed do I think the Knicks will get? I think the Knicks will be anywhere from the 4 to the 7 seed again. Anywhere from there. Anything higher, then I'm over the moon. We'll see. I just want to see a better playoff performance. I really don't care what seed they are at this point. Make the playoffs again and perform better in the playoffs. This Nick Gates thing is just such a bummer, though. Wow. They still can't get him off the field. 2 commercial break injury. And the Giants' offensive line is just in shambles. They're going to have to add someone else off the scrap heap this week. And now they're playing Washington football team, and now everyone's going to start with the O-line was bad. We lost Nick Gates. Daniel Jones didn't have his full offensive line. All this stuff. Just devastating for the whole rhythm of the game and the whole way things were going. It stopped the game dead in its tracks now. We're a good 10 minutes away from our last play. Giants lost a captain for the season, lost an offensive lineman. Other than the score, which is excellent right now, which I love, brutal injury for Nick Gates. What's everyone doing out there? How we doing? I really wish I could do like Mets playoff streams, but maybe in 2037. If Nets versus Knicks were in playoffs, am I allowed to be at the live? You're allowed to be in the room. You may have to run away if something happens and I want to throw a pillow or something more violent at you. No, I'm just kidding. But you know it would get testy. You know it would get testy. If you're just popping in for a second, drop the thumbs up button, smash it real quick. Make sure it's lit up so other people see it. Apparently, that's what they tell me. I'm not an expert on these things. We're just learning. We're going on the fly. But brutal injury for Nick Gates. Damn. Like I said, and they're just carting him off the field now. 5:52 left in the first quarter. 2nd and 10. That last play was kind of blown up. You know it's bad. You know it's bad when it takes this long to get a guy off the field, especially a big offensive lineman. Something will happen. They're not even showing what possibly could have occurred to him. They don't even show the player what happened. He's raising his arm up. Everyone's dapping him up. The entire Giants roster went out. Chase Young went out to make sure he was okay. So everyone on the Giants clearly knows how big of a deal this is for them to lose Nick Gates. All right, somehow they're going to have to pick it up here. We'll figure out who came in at left guard or who moved to center or what happened. Daniel Jones in the shotgun. Pump fakes. Gives it to Barkley. Huge hole opens up. Saquon down the sideline. Here we go. He's going all the way. And he gets chased down. Let's go. The first big Barkley carry of the year. That's what we want to see. Huge carry for Saquon. Woo. Billy Price clears a lane. Kyle Rudolph, or is that Caden Smith? I think that's Caden Smith that gets just enough of a block on Holcomb on Washington football team. Barkley with a nice stiff arm to avoid a tackle, and he's off down the sideline. Let's go. Saquon season. He's back. He's back. That's all he needs. Maybe he'll get hot now. 4 rushes for 46 yards. All of them on that play, and that is classic Saquon. Big play, punch in the mouth. Now the field position game. The Giants can open up their whole playbook. They're inside Washington territory at the 40, at their 45. A little end around to number 18, C.J. Board, and he gets wrapped up. But that's a nice little play design on first down. You have C.J. Board. You think he's out there to block. You pitch it to him. He gets 5 yards on first down. 2nd and 5. Jason Carrot Top someone must have gotten his ear because Washington is on their heels defensively to start, and this is where we cannot turn it over now. Put up a score. I don't care if you need a field goal in this drive. This is where you can't turn it over. Go up 2 scores against a good team. Looks like it was to Devontae Booker. The handoff gets about 2 yards, and it's 3rd down, 3rd and short, 3rd and 2. Whole playbook is open here. Booker gets a couple. He hasn't looked like anything special in the run game, but he did have a nice pass reception last game. It was thrown behind him, made a nice play, and also a huge block on the Sterling Shepard touchdown. All right, 3rd and 2. What are you going to do? Gano is in range here. So you definitely don't want to make a bad play, but let's go for the first. And what's the call? Giants will take a timeout. All right. Didn't like what they saw. They called a timeout. I'm all right with that in the first half. Play clock was running down. I'm all right with that. We got Ben Bredesen, Nate Solder, Billy Price, Andrew Thomas, I'm not sure who else is on the interior offensive line right now because we're not putting the sound up. But Hernandez, obviously, yeah. All right, here we go. 3rd and 2. They're back out on the field. It's a big conversion. Big conversion. Jones in the shotgun, which I like to see. Stop putting him under center. Move him around. Here we go. Shepard doesn't know where he's going. Giants false start. Terrible. Terrible. Out of a timeout, you have that. That happens. That cannot happen out of a timeout. They already balked on the last play, called a timeout. Then, out of a timeout, they run that play. Andrew Thomas false start, but it was kind of busted anyway. Sterling Shepard doesn't get set quick enough. Doesn't look like he knows what the play is. And then Andrew Thomas, are we going to delay a game? Yeah, they called a false start. Brutal. Jones in the shotgun. 3rd and 7 now, so now you got less options. Pass rushers pinning their ear back. Chase Young gets there. Jones holds on to it. Wow. Montez Sweat is the one who finishes the play, but geez. Last 2 plays look like classic Giants football. Chase Young got there first. He hammered Daniel Jones, and this is Nate Solder working on Chase Young. Boom. Chase Young gets in there. Whole D-line. Sweat and Young were lining up on the outside. Andrew Thomas gets beat. Kind of gets bullied a little bit. Hernandez gets bullied. D-line having their way with the Giants there on that play. Whew. 4th and 13. Are they even in field goal range now? I think so. Now Matt Ioannidis is hurt for Washington. Stop and start football right here with the injuries. And we're back in commercial because of another injury. Terrible, terrible offensive line play on that drive. And Nick Gates is out now. So, coincidence? Possibly. Or the fact that Nick Gates is the best offensive lineman on this team is really going to be a problem going forward. And I think that's more than likely what's going to have to happen. All this momentum we generated in that first drive just kind of gone after the Nick Gates injury. And now the last 2 plays on the offensive line, like Chase Young and Montez Sweat might have their way with the rest of this game. So the defense is really going to have to step up and keep Heineke from getting in the end zone. And they've been good so far. They've answered the bell so far. I like what I see from the defense. So much more fluid and less holes so far. But also they're playing Taylor Heineke. Teddy Bridgewater diced them up last week. If they play a better quarterback, who knows what will happen. One second, guys. Be right back. All right. Quick intermission. Wanted to close the door. Here we go. Back on defense. Probably got to hit this. We got to hit this field goal. Graham Guyess needs to answer the call. They brought him back. They signed him. They signed an extension. They got to bring back 10 points after this drive, and then we're sitting pretty. 2-score game is where the Giants need to be. They cannot be chasing. They need to get out into a lead. Matt Ioannidis now with a knee injury. So 2 important linemen out, one for each team. Defensive side for the Washington football team. First almost Redskins of the night. Oh, and the Giants are punting. Excuse me. Sorry, that sack took them out of field goal range. Riley Dixon will be punting, and it'll still be 7-zip. Can't tell because these injuries are killing the game. Good punt coverage. Chasing Keon Crossan fields it at the 10-yard line. So the Washington football team have bad field position here. Finally, some of that special teams that Joe Judge is always preaching pops up. Play some field position against Taylor Heineke. Guys, share the link if you can, and hit the like button if you're just popping in for a second. Does a lot of good apparently in the algorithms of the world. Easy for me to say. First Bud Light of the game. First quarter has gone at a glacial pace. Outside of that first Giants drive, glacial pace. Heineke under center, pitches it to Gibson, gets to the outside, tries to cut it back, and gets about 5 or 6 on the play. Logan Ryan wraps him up. Giant fans, what do you think of Azeez Ojulari so far? I think he's playing pretty well. I think he's popping up quite a bit for a rookie starting on the edge. Washington football team doesn't have the best offensive line. They're starting Eric Flowers. I don't want to hear it if Eric Flowers has played better. He's Eric Flowers. Go around him, go through him. He's a bum. Heineke, play action. Throws it high pointed. Wow, what a play. What a play by De'Ami Brown, the rookie. Oh, Washington used their rookie. That's Heineke's first big throw of the game. Giants playing off of him. Zone coverage. De'Ami just sits down, and it's a nice, it's a high throw, but De'Ami Brown goes up and gets it in the zone coverage, so it's a nice play. All right. First down conversion for Washington. It was bound to happen. Still in their own side of the field. First down of the game. 39-yard line. They give us to the inside, number 1 on Washington. Washington has a lot of single-digit receivers. Wow. A little kerfuffle here. Leonard Williams is involved. Who else? Is it Eric Flowers? Of course it is. Enemy number 1 this week, and enemy number 1 for like the last 10 years, Eric Flowers. Leonard Williams, Eric Flowers. Make it happen, Leonard. This is what we pay you for. You better get it done. You better get it done, Eric Flowers. Here we go. Heineke in the shotgun at the 41-yard line. 2nd and 8. Play action again. And a completion to Terry McLaurin. Blake Martinez wraps him up. Crosses the 50. Another first down for Washington. So here come the football team driving a little bit. Another zone play. McLaurin sits in the zone. Just zone coverage. Sit down. Make the catch. Heineke, good read. Drops it into him. Needs to be better. It needs to be better. Here we go. Gibson up the middle. Momentum going forward. Gets about 5 or 6. This run D needs to be even more stout. Are we seeing the effects of Dalvin Tomlinson yet? Dexter Lawrence, where's he been at? Where's Dexter Lawrence been the first couple games? I haven't heard his name much. Haven't seen him. Where's he been? Somebody come up and make a play on the ball here. I want to see some man coverage. That looked like a quick. More zone. Blake Martinez wraps McLaurin up a little bit short of the first down marker here. So it will be 3rd and very short for Washington. And that's the end of the first quarter. So end of the first quarter, and the New York Football Giants are up 7-0. That is what you want to see. 7-zip. And the only negative of that whole quarter for me so far, Nick Gates. That is brutal. The offensive line cannot withstand more injuries. They already healthy, they're not good enough. With injuries, they're even worse, I'd imagine. And we saw that on the last 2 plays they had on that series. Everything went wrong when Nick Gates came out. Outside of the big Saquon Barkley carry, that's vintage Saquon. Okay, we need to see those runs from Saquon. They need to be setting those types of one-cut runs up for Saquon. He's one of the greatest in the league at breaking that cut and running down the sideline and getting more than he should. And that was classic. Right down the sideline, big play, 40-plus yards. And let's move on to quarter two. Washington's driving a little bit here, all right? So, got to make a play. I want to see a turnover. A turnover would be huge for momentum here, obviously. Duh. Quarter two. Big for the season tonight. The season is on the line. If they don't win this game, for me, it'll be very hard to wake up tomorrow and try to preach any positivity. We'll already be looking at the draft and quarterbacks after this week. Let's be honest. No matter what happens, people are waiting for the drop of a hat to bail on Daniel Jones. Like I said, there's plenty in the history of Daniel Jones to get upset about. Last week, one fumble. If we look at it in a one-game span, he wasn't the reason they lost last week. One possession is what you're putting it on. It wasn't even a fourth quarter. It wasn't even a one-score game at that point. You cannot blame Daniel Jones for the week one loss. I put the blame on the defense. First two drives, defense holds serve, and what happens? The New York Football Giants drive down the field, score a touchdown. That last drive was brutally put to an end by that false start penalty coming out of a timeout. That cannot happen. That's on Jason Garrett, but that's also on Daniel Jones not getting his team ready. How did they not know the play? Sterling Shepard seemed like he did not know the play on that third and second down. 3rd and 2, idiot. Here we go. 3rd and 1, Washington football team driving here inside the 40. Need to get to the 39. Handoff up the middle to Gibson. He looks like he might be short. It looks like he might be short here. Let's see where they mark him. This would be a big stop. Short. They mark him short. So are they going to kick it? Riverboat Ron. Come on, we know what Riverboat Ron does, right? Riverboat Ron. That's how you got the name. You're going straight up the gut again. QB sneak or something. Get him to turn it over on downs here. They're going for it. We know it. Of course, here they are. Heineke in the huddle. 4th and 1. This would be huge for momentum. Turnover on downs here. Let's see if they just try to draw him offside. QB sneak. Yep. Called it. QB sneak. First down for Washington. 4th down defense. It's not even 3rd down defense really that kills the Giants. It's the fact that all these other teams are willing to go for it on 4th down pretty liberally wherever they are on the field. The Giants don't do the same. Now they're 1st and 10 again. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but you got to start making actual negative plays for the offense. They can't constantly be going forward doing what they want. Heineke in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Gibson next to him to the left. Handoff to Gibson. He runs to the right. And he gets about 6 or 7 yards. Blake Martinez wraps him up halfway down. They're getting too many yards on 1st down all of a sudden. Seems like they might have figured something out. If you're just popping in for a second, smash a like for me. Other people see it on YouTube. It pops up. Here we go. Heineke in the shotgun. Dumps it off to Gibson. Makes a cut. Oh, I thought the ball was out. 1st down. Leonard Williams wrapped him up. I thought the ball was out there. That would have been huge. Oh, they're saying he's short. Interesting. 3rd and 1. I thought Leonard Williams kind of pushed him forward. 3rd and 1, but it's 4 down territory again. Gibson up the middle. Stuffed. 4th and 1 again. Oh, no, they're giving him the first here. Short yardage. They got to start making negative plays, man. That's what I'm talking about. It's one thing to play decent defense. Like, that's what I think we have mistaken the Giants so far of playing great defense for decent defense at times. You're not a great defense until you consistently hold teams to low scoring. The Giants last year kind of let teams score at times. Bend but don't break. That's what they're doing now. Bending but not breaking yet. First and 10. Heineke play action. Every play is play action. And he dumps it to the left to Scary Terry. Right on James Bradbury. McLaurin is eating in the first half. McLaurin is eating on James Bradbury. Are we starting to worry about James Bradbury? It's 2 games. Let's relax. But still, Bradbury was not good in game 1. He has not been good so far tonight. Yeah, Mike. 4th down converted again. Here we go. First and 10 for Washington. McLaurin eating 4 catches already. And another one. Touchdown to Terry McLaurin. Wow. McLaurin is destroying the Giants so far. He is eating them up. 7-6. Touchdown for Terry McLaurin. Pitch and catch from the 10-yard line. Defense did nothing. It's almost like they knew exactly what type of defense the Giants would be in. And this defense is not, like I said, I was worried coming into this game about the way the defense looked. It's one thing to not give up touchdowns. It's another thing when you're just constantly allowing the team in the red zone. Eventually you're going to get burned by good teams and good players. Terry McLaurin, again on James Bradbury. Bradbury tries to make a play on the football, doesn't get through the hands of Terry McLaurin. McLaurin scores a touchdown. It is now 7-7 after the extra point. And this is why Giant fans cannot have good things. We thought things were looking good. Giants get 2 stops. We score a touchdown. And then Heineke drives straight down the field, scores a touchdown. Nick Gates has been out for a while now, and he looks like he could be out for the season. So, whew. What do you guys think of the haircut? Mikey hair trims. Mikey hot takes, Mikey hair trims. New haircut. It's my new haircut. Classic. Struggle town. Defense got to get off the field, and this is why you can't sleep on Heineke, man. He looked good on that drive. Terry McLaurin will kill you. Terry McLaurin is an elite quality receiver. If Terry McLaurin ever gets linked up, if Washington ever finds an elite quarterback, an elite quarterback, Terry McLaurin could be a top 5 receiver in the NFL. I really believe that. Mike, fire everybody. Yeah, it's changed. Like, the whole vibe has changed so quickly after that opening Giants drive. The whole vibe. Listen, score points. You knew you can't, we can't expect to score 7 and win the game anyway. But now I'm worried because no Nick Gates. The pressure on the O-line that the O-line endured last drive, Daniel Jones should have probably fumbled on that last sack that he took from Montez Sweat, who I think gets credited with the sack. Classic, normal Daniel Jones fumbles that. So it's amazing he didn't. And if that type of pressure happens for the rest of this game, he will fumble. He will fumble. Any quarterback will fumble. If you're not Russell Wilson or Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, top 5 quarterback, Kyler Murray, you got to be a rabbit back there to be able to evade Chase Young and Montez Sweat breathing down your neck every play. And that's what was happening towards the end of that drive. So I really, really hope that doesn't happen again this drive. How we doing out there, people? We nervous? I'm nervous, for sure. The whole season ends right now. And I do not want to go through an entire football season, essentially, knowing, again, that the Giants suck. Can we at least get me to December? Can I enjoy my Christmas thinking my football team is decent? Or at least has a shot? September 16th could be the D-Day for the New York Football Giants if they don't get it going. Kickoff coming here, 11:16 on the clock in the second quarter. And it goes through the end zone. So touchback, Heineke in the shotgun. This play was They knew exactly what the coverage was. Heineke was looking for McLaurin. It's a good throw, to be honest. He gets it over Tate Crowder, drops it in front of James Bradbury. Bradbury, who usually the skill, I think James Bradbury's most impressive skill is, yeah, he lets the guy make the play or get his hands on it, but he usually fights through with his hands and makes a play on the football. He was not able to do that there, and that resulted in 7 points. Daniel Jones under center. Let's see if they can get Barkley going for good here. Play action from the Giants. Jones throws a deep ball, way overshoots Kenny Golladay. First bad throw from Jones of the night. That one sailed on him. Not a good throw. 2nd and 10 here. I like the play call. Good play action. It looked like Golladay might have been open. Jones just missed him. Sailed on him. Not a good pass. Definitely could have hit that. Would have been a huge start to the drive. All right, here we go. Price, Bredesen, Hernandez are the interior offensive line. Bredesen and Hernandez are the guards. Price the center. High snap again. Give to Barkley. Little juke play. Nice little cut, and he gets about 7 or 8. That's a good gain on 2nd down. Devontae Booker. Excuse me. Nice little gain from Booker. 28-26, so close. Barkley on the sideline again. I mean, they do got to put him on a little bit of restriction. You do not want this. This guy tore up his entire knee. Here we go. 3rd and 3. Got to get a first down here. Cannot go off the field. Jones in the shotgun. Pass rushers going to be pinning their ears back. Young, Sweat looking to get to the quarterback, and nothing down the field. Jones doesn't force it, and he gets spun to the ground by number 93. I believe that's Jonathan Allen. Yep, Jonathan Allen with the sack. He's a beast. This defensive front is nasty for the Washington football team. And he just abused. Let's see. Billy Price. Yep, just bad here. It looked like Bredesen left his guy. Yeah, Bredesen goes to help Andrew Thomas when he completely leaves Jonathan Allen wide open. Bredesen, bad play from Ben Bredesen there. And that's why if you had Nick Gates there, who knows? Maybe that play doesn't happen. Fair catch called for at the 32. 9:47 left in the 2nd quarter. Giants have to punt. Momentum completely shifted in this football game as soon as Nick Gates got hurt. That's the turning point. Whoever took the under in this game was smart, though. I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game. Field position, punt, stop and start. The Giants need to pick it up on the offensive line somehow. Would you guys trade it first? Would you guys trade a pick? I don't know. Would you trade a pick for an offensive lineman if a really good one became available? I would think about it. You need to start hitting the panic button and getting guys who can actually block in. It's too much now at this point where they have just these plays where Daniel Jones looks like he's getting hit by cars and he's just going backwards. Recoil, just heavy recoil Daniel Jones hits. And yeah, maybe sometimes he holds onto the football for too long in his clock. He should just get out of there. But other times it's like there's pressure in his face. The edges are running all the way around him. He can't step up because there's pressure in his face. Very difficult for a quarterback. I'm sick of making excuses for Jones, but it's true. Washington football team does have a good defensive line, though, so you cannot discredit that. How are we doing out there? Are we enjoying Thursday Night Football so far? Kind of just like there hasn't been a rhythm to this game yet, despite the 2 touchdowns. Just you can't tell what's going to happen. I really have no inkling, which makes this exciting. The second half could be really thrilling. Get a stop. Force a turnover. You know Heineke's going to give you a chance he's going to give you a chance to turn the ball over. You're going to have a chance to pick. You're going to have a chance at a fumble. I want to stop seeing this zone coverage, man. Both plays last drive to McLaurin. Bradbury sitting back, dumps it right in front of him to McLaurin, and there's nothing Bradbury can even do. It's like the scheme, but, I mean, yeah, he can make a quicker drive on the ball, but when you have a great receiver like Terry McLaurin, he's going to make those catches in zone coverage. Here we go. Play action from Heinicke. Little screen to Logan Thomas. And Austin Johnson wraps him up, but there is a flag on the play. This could be an eligible receiver downfield. Could be a hold on Washington. This better not be on the defense. Better not be on the defense. Yeah, Lawrence, you're not lying. First down. Oh, yeah, okay. Holding on Sam Cosmi. Yeah, the Giants' O-line has been the talk of the town for years. Oh, wow. Cosmi absolutely drills Adoree Jackson with the crown of his helmet. But the Giants' O-line has been trash for years now. And the fact that it can't get fixed is kind of a fireable offense for Dave Gettleman. It really is. Here we go. Heinicke in the shotgun on his own 20. First and 22 after that penalty. Play action. Giants send a blitz. Incomplete. They're looking for the flag. No flag. Second and 22. The pass was well over McLaurin. They're going to say it wasn't catchable. Xavier McKinney kind of goes through the back of him there. That's 50-50. I don't know. I don't think McLaurin makes that catch even if McKinney doesn't touch him. What do you guys think? Is that PI? Is that pass interference on McKinney? Here we go. Second and 22. Heinicke on his own 20. Shotgun. Lobs it up for Thomas. Incomplete. Heinicke is throwing him some high passes, man, in zone coverage. You'd have to think he's going to let one sail into a safety's arms eventually. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. They're giving him the keys, though, Taylor Heinicke. Look at this. 13 pass attempts from a backup quarterback in the first half so far, and counting. They got away with one there. Yeah, it was – I don't know, Lawrence. I don't know. It was close. It might have been by him. I probably would have wanted that call. I would have wanted that call if it was my team. Let's put it that way. Third and 22. Don't do something stupid here. Little dump off to the back. McKissick. And it's fourth down. All right? The holding penalty or whatever penalty that was it targeting or a personal foul? Whatever that foul was on Cosmi set the Washington football team back on that drive. That was very Giants-esque on offense from Washington. And now they will punt to Jabril Peppers. Here we go. Tress Way. I'm seeing way more of the other team's punters so far, which, thank goodness. I was worried about that. I forgot what the other team punting looked like after last week. We got a flag here on Washington. Delay a game. I guess they're just backing it up so Way can. What's the call here? False start. Wow. They weren't even set up there, and they called a false start. Interesting. Ron Rivera is going to kill someone. He's going to put that guy through a table at halftime. Here we go. Tress Way punting once again. Bouncing punt. Peppers lets it go. Rolls around to the 22-yard line. So the Giants will have it there. 8:18 left in the second quarter. Like I said, this game is stop, start. And we'll go back to a commercial break. You got to love Thursday Night Football, baby. Has more commercials than The Bachelorette. How would I know? Yeah, I've watched The Bachelorette. You guys don't have to watch? I do. Seven, Giants ball, 22-yard line, their own 22. Put together another drive. Let's see it. Kadarius Toney, haven't seen him that much. Kenny Galladay, I've only seen him once. One catch from Galladay early in the game. Rudolph, same thing. All of the plays from the Giants, the big plays, outside of that one Barkley carry on the third drive, it's all come on that first drive. That might have been scripted. Let's see if Garrett can put play calls together for the entire game and not just one drive, the first drive. You'll often see in these NFL games, the first drive, this team looks great on offense because that's the drive they practice. They scripted it out. This is what will happen. This is what we'll call. You can't do that drive after drive, and you can't script drive after drive after drive before a game. You don't know what's going to happen, what the game situation will be, all that. So that's what I want to see from the Giants. Put together more than just one average drive, great drive in the beginning of the game. I think my next video might be, I think I'm going to watch the Once Upon a Time in Queens doc, and I might review that in a couple parts. That's the only Mets content I actually am interested in right now. Certainly not what's happening on the field. Daniel Jones looked good for a second and then stopped right in its tracks. I hope they don't play conservatively now that Nick Gates is out and this O-line has a bunch of holes in it. Listen, they're playing two guys on the O-line that were somewhere else 3 weeks ago. They were on a different football team 3 weeks ago. So the O-line is going to not be great, but they need to just be good enough. Hold the door, hold the door. Touchdown, punt, first three drives for the Giants. We did have that great Barkley run on the second drive, which we enjoyed briefly after a false start and a broken drive. Here we go. Jones in the shotgun. He's 4 of 6 for 45 yards so far. 8:18 in the second quarter remaining. Jones dumps it down. I believe that's Sterling Shepard. Yes. Shepard and Jones, that's the connection. That's the most comfortable connection Jones has right now. We're not seeing a lot of Darius Slayton. Tony is on the field, which I would love to see Kadarius Toney break a big play. Would love to see. I think that's my number one thing I want to see right now. Besides maybe another Saquon big run, would be Kadarius Toney making someone miss. Jones keeps it, turns the corner, dives for a first down. They better give him a first down here. Are they gonna say they're gonna say his knee touched short? Are you kidding me? Dude, yeah, probably smart. He was about to get walloped. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Giants are winding pretty wide spread. Here we go. They're gonna call another timeout. 7:20 left. Jason Garrett has the yips on 3rd down right now. Doesn't want to run a play on 3rd down unless he calls a timeout. Let's hope they run a better play coming out of the timeout than last time where they false started and killed the drive right in its tracks. Run it up the gut, get a first down. Saquon, do something. Run straight up the middle with your huge thighs. Get a first down. We're acting like 3rd and 1 is 3rd and 21 here with the game on the line. It's 3rd and 1, second quarter. Get a first down. Next Thursday, we got Panthers-Texans. I will not be streaming that game. Do not care. No, it's not that I do not care, but I will not be that invested in that game unless I have someone in fantasy. Here we go. 3rd and 1. Give it to Booker, it looks like, right up the middle. Nice little play design. Kind of like a fullback dive to Devontae Booker. They had Booker and Barkley in the backfield. They give it to that was Elijah Penny, excuse me. So it was fullback dive to Elijah Penny. Good play call. Needed a first down. Got it. And here we go. Garrett looks exasperated already on the sideline. He's shaking his head. Jones in the shotgun on his own 34-yard line. He's under pressure. Dumps it off to Barkley. There we go. Improv from Daniel Jones, and Barkley gets about 9 yards on the play. Say 8.5. These spots are trash. Daniel Jones is getting a ton of pressure. He took a shot. Oh my goodness, Montez Sweat levels Daniel Jones. You cannot say Daniel Jones is not tough. You could call him a lot of things. You cannot say he's tough. You can call him clumsy, inaccurate, not tough. Jones keeps it again. Here we go. Big classic Daniel Jones keeper. He's going all the way down the sideline. Daniel Jones, touchdown. Let's go. He doesn't trip tonight, folks. Oh, and there's a flag. Oh, there's a flag. No, this is coming back, isn't it? Please don't. Please don't. Please don't bring this back. Don't bring it back. Fuck. What's the call? They're calling holding on CJ Board here. What? What? Oh, he's got a little bit of jersey, but he's inside the shoulder pads. Come on. How? Oh, my God. Nothing good can happen to this team. Daniel Jones just ran the length of the field again, outrunning. He just outran Landon Collins the whole length of the field. Shut up about him not being a good athlete. And it all comes back because of a... All right, we're at the 21. It happened late in the play, but still, damn, that's brutal. That would have been so big for this offense. Oh, and he hits. Oh, incomplete. Galladay drops it. Nice play by William Jackson III. Oh, Daniel Jones is cooking right now. All right, let's go. Let's go, Jones. Oh, that was brutal, guys. Daniel Jones can run. And I know we know this, but he is straight line sprinting by NFL defensive players. Oh, we need to get a first down. 2nd and 10. Jones in the shotgun, which is where he's been most of the night, where you want to see him. Free blocker. He throws it up to Galladay. Oh, that was a good read, but they got PI'd. Looks like there's a PI there. Here we go. They had Galladay. Jones threw it up there. Looked like it was a double move on the outside. William Jackson III bit completely. Held Galladay's hips, I think. Let's look at the replay. Good route from Galladay. Not even a double move, just goes right around him, gets held on the way around. Jones put the ball where it needed to be. If Galladay doesn't get held by the shoulder, by the neck there, he might have made that catch. So good call by the officials. We get one back. First down. Punch it in. Give it to Saquon. Punch it in the end zone. That's what I want to see. Don't try to fit it in a tight window against this defense. Don't try to risk a fumble. Here we go. Jones in the shotgun. On his own 12. On the Washington 12, excuse me. Quick screen pass to Sterling Shepard. And he gets walloped after about a yard. Sterling Shepard on those screen passes is slippery, but he just doesn't have... that's where I would like to see Kadarius Toney get the ball, not St. Juice with the tackle for Washington. He looks skinny. I think he's a rookie. Dude, that hold by CJ Board is going to haunt me. That would have been a sick play to remember. Here we go. Give to Barkley. Swallowed up by Chase Young. Chase Young is one of those players you just pops off the screen no matter what, when you're watching. It's not just because of the hair. He's just a beast out there. He might be the best Washington football team player I can remember since Sean Taylor. Let me know. Anybody else think anybody else has been a better Washington football team player or more talented? It's year 2 for Chase Young, but I think he's going to be one of the greatest players in that franchise's history. Here we go. 3rd and 8. Chance to get a first down, but you pretty much need to punch it in the end zone. Jones in the shotgun. Has time. Hits Shepard. And they're just a little bit short of the first down. So it's 4th down. I'd imagine Joe Judge takes the points here. Oh, he wants to go. Oh, he's going for the field goal. Other teams probably go for this. Correct me if I'm wrong. Do you think other Giant fans, don't you think other Giant games, when you're watching the other team, like last week, Denver, they might have taken a shot at going for this at 4th and 2 right here? That's what happens when you have confidence in your offense. Giants are kicking here. Graham Gayes from like the 12-yard line or whatever, about a 20-yard kick, and he puts it right through. So it's 10-7. G-Man. Good drive there. Couldn't finish it out with a touchdown, but a good drive there. Hey, Mary. Hey, Lawrence. Thank you guys for popping in. Aunt Mary, what's up? And if you are just popping in, hit like, hit subscribe. Takes 2 seconds. And it helps out. So there we go. 10-7, Giants. Better drive there, and I desperately needed that Daniel Jones run to count. I need the next-gen stats. Somebody give me the next-gen stats on that Daniel Jones run. Didn't look so clumsy there, did he? DJ didn't look so clumsy on that run. I don't want to hear it. Weak holding penalty. Weak. These guys are playing patty cake on the sideline. He has a little bit of jersey, a little bit. But it was nothing crazy. I don't think you can't call that. That's soft. I'm telling you right now, if that's Lamar Jackson, that's a tutty. That's a TD. A lot of snaps for CJ Board, man. A lot. They must really like CJ Board. Here we go. Jason Garrett and Daniel Jones looking at that Microsoft Surface. Digging into that Microsoft Surface. Do you think these players are fed up with that being the official tablet? Or do you think they like it? I don't know. I don't have a Surface myself. Kickoff, 4:09 left. Giants kicked off. Number 1 on Washington. I don't know his name off the top of my head. I'm not playing the sound. Here we go. Carter for Washington. Takes it about the 20-yard line. That Daniel Jones run, man, the fact that he has that in his arsenal is so big for the Giants. If they run that regularly, Saquon is going to get so many more carries a bit, like with some room, because they're going to have to honor Daniel Jones' speed. You just saw Landon Collins, former Pro Bowler, former New York Giant, chasing Daniel Jones. Could not catch him. Whatever speed Daniel Jones has, I'm telling you, it's in the 4.5s probably in game, because he's running like a scared boy. Why wouldn't he be? He fumbles every time he runs with it. Give to Gibson. Nice carry. Gets about 11 yards on first down. Right up the gut. Dexter Lawrence and Leonard Williams need to do better. They're not getting a good enough push on the inside. And we have not heard Leonard Williams enough. Danny Shelton, who we're calling the Rhinoceros, has not done anything so far. The secondary and linebackers, Blake Martinez makes every tackle on this team. Every tackle. We need to start pushing them back, getting negative plays, getting them off script. We need 2nd and 12, 3rd and 8. The other team is getting too many 3rd and 2s. Dump off to Gibson on 1st and 10. Big play from James Bradbury. That's what you want to see. Big hit from James Bradbury. And it's 2nd and 11. They might have lost a yard there. 3:17 left. Clock ticking. 2nd down for Washington. If you're just popping in for a second, hit the like button. It helps out the stream. I'm trying to grow this thing bit by bit. I'm watching the game anyway. Why not stream it a little bit for the people? Get the reaction. Here we go. Heineke in the shotgun. 2nd and 10. Keep him on 3rd and long. Don't let him get a chunk here. Play action fake from Heineke. Fires over the middle to Logan Thomas, and it's a big catch to the 50-yard line. Logan Thomas is a big target. And this is a good find for Washington. They have the skill position players. Heineke he takes shots, man. He's not afraid to throw the ball. You can't allow them to score here. You get the ball at half. Keep them at bay here. 1st and 10. Little screen pass to number 13. Poor tackling on the outside, and he gets a 1st down. Who's number 13? Adam Humphries is on the Washington football team now. All right. I almost said Chris Humphries. Notable ex of Kim Kardashian, not Chris Kardashian. Here we go. 1st and 10, 39-yard line. Heineke has been kind of good. Not really. Dumps it off to Humphries again. Humphries trips over his own feet. Steps out of bounds. Could have got a 1st down there if he didn't trip over the turf monster. We got the 2-minute warning now. Washington's kind of driving here. And I don't like how the Giants play field position late in halves. I just don't like how conservative they are defensively when they know they have a little bit of an advantage, they kind of make it known. Like they play the game so conservatively when they're up by 3 and the Washington pinned in their own end. They have to drive their whole field. They're like, all right, let's play soft zone coverage, see what happens. Now they're letting them drive here. They're at least going to get into field goal range. Giants have 1 timeout, so it's not like they're going to be able to push the ball down the field that quickly anyway. 2-minute warning just happened. We are going to take our bathroom break at halftime, just so we don't have to do so in the second half when mayhem may be ensuing, because I think we may have a tie football game at halftime. We'll see. 2 minutes left. Washington driving. That throw to Logan Thomas from Heineke was right on the money. Where's my chat at? Pop something in the chat, guys. Let me know you're there. Say what's up. Second official stream. We'll keep them coming. Beer number 2 is open. Beer number 2 at halftime. That's not a bad rate. We are doing the tall boys, as you know. So it is like having 2 beers. So I guess this is beer 3. Does that math add up? Got to get a stop. I would love a turnover, man. Let's get this offense another chance to put points on the board. I think they can, man. Every time Jones throws it, I feel like he's going to complete it. It's the stuff that happens in the backfield before he throws it that scares me. When he makes a decisive decision, I'm going to run, boom. As long as he doesn't, fumble like he did last week. But the ones where he's running with it are a little bit more circumstantial and annoying than the ones that are like, oh, he snapped it. Chase Young hit him in the arm 2 seconds after he snapped it. End of quarter 2 here. Just about 2 minutes. We're at the 2-minute warning. Washington driving. They're dumping it off to Adam Humphries. Big throw to Logan Thomas kind of started this drive off with some gas. And this zone coverage has been figured out. Clearly these teams, these offensive coordinators are starting to pick up what Patrick Graham wants to do on defense. Giants are going to have to adjust. Handoff to McKissick. And, he tripped over the turf monster too, but gets a first down. He could have had a lot more yardage there if he didn't trip over the – that's 2 plays in this drive alone where the Washington football team left some yardage on the field because they just tripped over their own feet. McKissick trips over his own feet here to the left. Boop. That'll be a blooper. Wow, he's short. I thought it was where you get touchdown. Are they gonna check this? What is? My God, I hate when the referees stop the play and then look at each other. If you're gonna stop the play, you better know what you're doing. You better know what you're calling. Addo, what's up? Spurs preview at half. Spurs Chelsea on Sunday. Who's ready for that? I'm ready for that. Not really. Doesn't look like Spurs are going to do anything this year. But who knows? To dare is to do, right, Adel? To dare is to do. What's the call? Yeah, that's... I thought when you're touchdown, like when the defender touches you is when you're officially marked down. And if you just trip under your own feet, you can get back up. Because if that's the case, then McKissick kind of like crab walked across the first down marker. If I had more space, I would crab walk for you right now, but I don't think anybody has time for that. Third down. Yikes. All right. Call stands. Somehow, some way, Giants avoid. All right, come on. Let's push them backwards here. They keep going forward. Heineke, 14 of 18. 1 touchdown. You're going to tell me the defense isn't something to worry about at this point? That quarterbacks don't know exactly what they're running on when they're running it on defense? Here we go. Shotgun. Handoff. First down. McKissick runs hard straight up the gut. gets a yard. First down. Giants aren't going to get the ball back this with any meaningful time left in this half. So we're going to have to hope for a turnover maybe. Otherwise, it looks like my prediction of 10-10 at half, I would guess. Here we go. Heineke dumps it off to McKissick. Giants playing back. McKissick down at the 20. Washington hurrying it up. 50 seconds left. Clock ticking. Heineke knows exactly where he's going with it. Drops it to McLaurin. First down. 12-yard line for McLaurin. McLaurin had a big half. Heineke's having a huge half. Saquon at CDM now. Adel, he'll be injured. We know how this goes. He'll be injured the whole season if he goes to Spurs. He's already injured for the Giants. He'll be injured for Spurs. I'm not going to lie. I do have McLaurin on one of my 2 fantasy teams, but I'm sick of seeing him catch the ball in this first half. He needs to be clamped up. James Bradbury needs to be shadowing Terry McLaurin. Figure it out. He was playing man coverage here, gives him a lot of space. I mean, I know they're trying to play no touchdowns here. They'll give up the field goal late in the half. They're already in field goal range if you want to try to kick it for 3. But now they're so close. They're going to have, with 2 timeouts, and they can get a first down, they'll have 6 chances to get it in the end zone here. Heineke back to pass. Dumps it off to the right. De'Ami Brown with the catch, short of the first down marker. Martinez and Adoree Jackson finish the play. Washington takes a timeout. About 30 seconds left. We will be taking a bathroom break at halftime. We will be back as quickly as possible to bring you the second half, which is going to be, it looks like it's going to be an even game. Looks like it might be 10-10. Who knows? Washington is threatening right here. They're 4 yards away from the end zone. They've been able to get whatever they want recently on defense. The Giants got 2 3-and-outs, and since then, Washington's been doing exactly what Denver did last week. Just methodically driving down the field, eating up clock. Eating up clock. Here we go. Heineke, shotgun. 4-yard line. Giants send the house. Heineke runs it. And he's wrapped up by Leonard Williams about 2 yards shy. It looked like Heineke was about to make the play, get in the end zone. Didn't. Leonard Williams escaped his block, shedded his block. Shed his block? He shed his block and finished the tackle before Heineke could scamper into the end zone. So we will have, was it second down? No, it's third and about 2. Otherwise, Washington will be kicking it. Kicking it. See, Daniel Jones probably would have fumbled on that Leonard Williams tackle. Big blitz pickup from J.D. McKissick on Tay Crowder. Tay Crowder was coming here to blitz, and J.D. McKissick cut block him, took him out. 3rd and 1 here for Washington. If they get 2 yards, they're in the end zone. So, got to hold them here. This is a huge 3rd down stand. Got to stop them here on 3rd and 1. Because if they get a first down here, no timeouts, they'll have chances to throw it in the end zone. Giants call timeout. Give their defense another rest. At least this half, I'm okay with the timeout usage. I'm okay with it this half. Unlike last game, which was god-awful. Team that loses this goes 0-2, and that is a scary reality. Taylor Heineke's better than Ryan Fitzpatrick. Can we stop that now? I think I knew that. I think I predicted that preseason, but Heineke is definitely better than Ryan Fitzpatrick. Third and 1. Huge goal line stand coming. Got to make it happen. You got Leonard Williams, Dexter Lawrence in the inside. Oh, it looks like they only have 1 D tackle on the field here, Leonard Williams, which is extremely weird. Blake Martinez lining up over the center with Leonard Williams. They hand it off. What is this? Right up the gut, McKissick scores. Right up the gut. They had 1 defensive tackle on the field there. What were they doing? Did they think they were going to throw it on third and 1? I'm getting sick of this defense, man, quicker than I'm getting sick of this offense. And listen, Last year is last year. You looking at it this year from this year's perspective? The reason the offense isn't scoring more points is because they barely have the football. The soft coverage, the other team just eats their way up the field. Nobody makes a play on the ball. Nobody's knocking the ball down. Nobody's batting it down at the line of scrimmage. Nobody's getting any sacks. There we go. 14-10 at half, it's looking like. So the Giants piss away already probably their best offensive, definitely their best offensive half of the season, putting up 10 points. That's sad already, but putting up 10 points and a half is like an achievement for the Giants. And now down 14-10. 21 seconds remaining in the half. Giants have no timeouts. There's literally nothing they can do here. As we know, the Giants will play conservatively when they have bad field position, so they will just take a timeout. They'll just take a timeout. No worries for them. And yeah, that's how we'll end the half pretty much. We will do a quick half wrap when it happens, and just quickly break down what happened this whole half, what I liked, what I didn't like, as soon as the half is over. Because who knows? Maybe the Giants bring back a kick right here, and my heart stops out of surprise and excitement. Just kick it. Come on. This half has been forever. 14-10. The Nick Gates injury is really going to hurt the Giants. I keep saying it. But another half where I feel like my team doesn't play offense. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, the other team is just eating up so much more clock. Their drives are just so much more sustained than the Giants. The Giants' drives are just so fragmented, even when they look good. Other than that first drive tonight, everything just looks fragmented again. 15 seconds left. CJ Boring brought it back to like the 27-yard line. Guys, if you're just popping in for a second, throw us a like. Hit subscribe. Why not? I'm telling you, I think Heineke is more dangerous than Fitzpatrick. I think they should just run with him moving forward. Giants line up in the kneeling formation. They will take a knee. They will get the ball to start the second half anyway. So this drive coming out of the half needs to be big. You need to put points on the board. You need to put pressure on Washington again. Daniel Jones sprinting back to the locker room. Everyone going back to the locker room. The score is 14-10 going to half. Very quickly, things I like from that half. Daniel Jones, I thought he played well. I thought everything he did looked good. His running with the football, the decision-making, throwing it. Other than one throw to Kenny Golladay where he kind of let it soar over in zone coverage, no issue with Daniel Jones that half. Saquon Barkley had a vintage Saquon Barkley run. We didn't see much of him other than that. But hey, those big runs are something the Giants lacked last year, and that's something that Saquon will bring you every time he's out on the field. He'll at least bring you that threat of a big run. Things I didn't like. The defensive side for me right now is just not up to snuff. And I know everyone will say, look, got to give Patrick Graham some slack. He had a great year last year. We liked how this defense played down the stretch. They got better week by week. Well, it's week 2, and if you lose to Washington, which you're losing right now 14-10, this team won't be anything moving forward. So if the defense is the reason in week 2 and week 1, then I'm going to blame the defense for something. This is when the season matters. Games matter right now, and the defense is allowing too many long, sustained drives. They need to start making plays on the ball. Somebody needs to say, I want the ball, or I'm going to knock the ball down. I'm going to make a read here. I'm going to blitz the quarterback and get home. I'm going to rush the passer and make a play on the quarterback because Heineke's getting whatever he wants again. He really is. Just like Bridgewater last week, Heineke is getting exactly what he wants every play. It's almost like he knows exactly the coverage before the play snaps, which happens in the NFL. That's what happens when you game plan and you kind of have run a vanilla defense or the same defense over and over again, and you can't get to the quarterback. So that is the Giants' problem right now. If you're in the stream right now, we will be back very shortly. Going to take a brief intermission, going to use the bathroom, recharge the batteries for the second half because that's what we need to do. The second half is going to be so intense. The Giants' season is on the line. If the Giants blow this second half and don't come out fighting, guns blazing, like they need to win this second half, I'm going to lose my mind, and all you Giant fans out there should too. Because we're sick of losing this early in the season. We're sick of saying, maybe we could turn it around. Maybe we could turn it around. Why don't we just go out there and look like a good football team from Jump Street? Why can't we do that? We're 0-1 already. If we lose this second half, if we don't put up a fight, we're going to be real disappointed. So stay tuned. We're coming right back for the start of the second half. Give it about 5 minutes, 5-6 minutes, and I'll be right back. Thanks, guys. We are back, folks. We are back, and we are ready for the second half. Took that little break, got a breather, took a breath, and the more I think about it, I'm not panicking about the Giants right now. I'm not freaking out. To be honest with you, everyone wants to get on Jason Garrett, and if everyone starts to do that again after this game, I'm going to be disappointed. I don't know what they could do more on offense. Yeah, score more points, obviously. They have 10 points in the first half. One punt or two punts. They haven't been misfiring that often. They're driving the ball pretty well. Daniel Jones looks good to me. Michael Irvin's hair, there's no way that's real, man. He's at LeBron's doctor, 100%. Every single TV show on TV for football has a cowboy guy on it. Just like cowboy. Thank God. But you know who the number one guy on TV is? A Giant, Michael Strahan. Cheers to that. Wow, the Colts will be featured on the first ever in-season Hard Knocks, premiering on November 17th. That's pretty cool. I'll check that out in the mid-season Hard Knocks when things actually matter, people actually going crazy. I'm here for that. What do you guys think, chat? Are we in for Hard Knocks Colts in season? You guys checking that out? I'm checking that out. I am going to be putting out another highlight video, hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully we get through editing this extravaganza, these 3-hour extravaganzas. But if you're popping in for a second, give me a like, subscribe. We're coming with New York sports content. Mets, Knicks, Giants are my expertise. Those are my favorite teams. But hey, big games. If you guys want it, we'll do a big NFL game, like top teams in the NFL. If that's what the people want, that's what the people get. Also, see, we got some haters popping in, dropping that thumbs down. I bet you guys are Washington football team fans. Probably saw me flipping out when the Giants put some points on the board. Well, excuse me, I haven't seen the Giants put points on the board in an emphatic fashion in quite some time. They need to win this game, guys. They need to win this game. No ifs, ands, or buts. They have the ball first to start the half. Drive. Kadarius Toney, no touches that half. Kyle Rudolph, 1 catch. Do we miss Evan Ingram? I'm starting to think we might miss Evan Ingram. And another option like Evan Ingram on the field could be something. That being said, Jones hasn't thrown any picks yet, so it's hard to say we miss Evan Ingram. He's kind of the deciding factor on a lot of Daniel Jones interceptions. Second half, thoughts, concerns. The defense needs to force a turnover. Like, now I'm starting to think the only way the defense can get off the field is forcing a turnover. I don't think 3 and outs are going to work for this defense. First of all, the run defense has not been good enough. What do you guys think the reason the run defense isn't good enough right now? Teams double teaming Leonard Williams. Dexter Lawrence hasn't gotten a lot of pressure so far. The linebackers aren't that imposing. Ojulari, Lorenzo Carter, I think he made had one good rep there where he got to the quarterback, but otherwise nothing. This cannot be a dead first drive. This next drive needs to be something. It needs to be something important. $14-10. All right, 1 second. We had to make sure the AC was on the other room because last time, second half, it got real warm in here. This is the season, melting away. If the Giants don't score in this first drive, all confidence will be gone. Heineke did whatever he wanted in that first half. Don't let anyone tell you anything different. The first 2 drives, the Giants defense held pat. After that, other teams are going to go for it on 4th down. Giants need to start making decisions in the red zone. 4th and short before they kick the field goal. I think another team, first kick, we kicked off, goes back through the back of the end zone, touchback. Aaron Andrews, vintage football sideline reporter Aaron Andrews. Here we go. First drive of the half. Giants have the ball on the 25. 1st and 10, 15 minutes. Let's switch it to let's switch it to third quarter. Excuse me. Big completion to Sterling Shepard. There we go. Way to start off the drive. Quick pitch and catch to Shepard. Gets about 14 yards, I'm guessing. Dude, Shepard is such a good route runner, man. Jones and Shepard clearly have a connection. What a play from Shepard, man. He kind of drags his toe. Is his knee down there? Yeah, I think it is. I don't think the yards after the catch are going to count there. Jones, 9 of 12 for 82 yards. Just let him air it out, man. Let him air it out. Quick throws, deep balls, keep him off balance. Here we go. Jones under center, shotgun. Throws it to Rudolph. Gets about 1 yard, maybe 2. Jones has been working in the shotgun all game, which I like to see, especially when you know your offensive line is going to struggle. Give him an extra 2 seconds or a second to make a decision. Offside. Got to take. Oh, what's the call here? Looked like it was offside. Are they going to call it on the Giants? Of course they're going to call this on the Giants. Chase Young jumps offside, or somebody jumped offside on Washington. They're going to say it's a false start. All right, there we go. Neutral zone infraction. Washington helping us out a little bit. And this always happens when the Giants play Washington football team. They always help us out just a little bit, beat themselves just a bit. And those are the teams that Giants have a chance against, those teams that are willing to beat themselves a little bit. Manageable 2nd and 3 here. Jones in the shotgun. Barkley to his left. The 49-yard line. Handoff. Oh, keeper to Jones keeps it again. Turns the corner. Dives down with the football this time across the 40. That keeper has been there the whole game. They're overselling, overcommitting to Saquon like so many defenses do, which is why Saquon struggles often. Jones has been letting that happen, letting that play develop, keeping it, running for a couple yards. And the Washington football team have to start respecting that. And eventually Saquon might break one. Be ready for that. I think Saquon might break one. That's the rhyme from now on. Saquon might break one. Here we go. Jones shotgun. Steps up. Delivers a strike to Barkley. Barkley fights for as many yards as he can get. Brought down by Holcomb. Gets about 5 or 6. Here we go. Good drive again to start the half. Jones composed. Made the read. Barkley was open. Got 4 yards on first down. Throwing the ball. Washington has not been able to oversell for that first down run, which is what Denver did last week. Shut Saquon down, and the offense stalled so quickly they couldn't even get out of their own way. Here we go. 2nd and 6. Jones under center this time. Galladay on the right side. Handoff is to Barkley, and he has nowhere to run. This play was beaten red at the line of scrimmage. Washington completely knew what was being run before this play was even started, and the Giants still ran it right into the teeth of their defense. You had like Sterling Shepard lead blocking here. That was the play. Sterling Shepard lead blocker. Andrew Thomas getting nothing on it. Here we go. 3rd and 7. Inside Washington territory. At least make this a 4th and short where you have an opportunity to go for it in their territory. Here we go. Pass rush. Sweat gets over. Shepard. It looks like it might be that 4th and short. A flag on the play. What's the call? This is definitely a hold on the Giants, without a doubt. The amount of pass rush. Oh, they're acting like this is on Washington. Holding on the defense. Here we go. Washington helping us out. We'll take gifts. Landon Collins, welcome back to New York. Not to New York, but welcome to playing the New York Giants. One of the best things he's done for the Giants in a long time. Holding Kyle Rudolph out of his break there. Good call. Excellent. Rudolph sells it. Jones still delivered the ball to Shepard, and it could have been a manageable 4th and short. 1st and 10 now in their territory. 6 penalties for 47 yards for Washington. Only 3 for 25 for the New York Giants. Jones under center. This looks like another design run. Pitch to Barkley, and he's swallowed. Big loss on the play. These runs are so easily read. Jason Garrett, like the passing game has been good tonight, and it was game 1. These runs are so easily read by the defense. Here we go. 2nd and 16. You're behind the sticks now. You got to come out throwing. Jones in the shotgun. Every receiver out there, except for Kadarius Toney. Haven't seen any Darius Slayton tonight. Jones patting the football, dumps it off to Devontae Booker, makes a man miss, but they get nothing on that. There was nowhere to go with the ball, I guess, and Jones just checks it down to Booker. You're going to have to make a throw eventually, DJ. It's early. There's plenty of time left. You're in somewhat of Graham Gayes range, but got to make something happen. 12 of 15 for 91 yards for Daniel Jones. Barkley's not on the field right now, which I don't understand. I guess Booker is better in pass pro. I'm worried here about a strip sack. I don't know if they're even in field goal range here. This would be a bomb of a kick. They got to get a couple yards for field goal range. Chase Young gets around the edge. Dump it off. They dump it off to Darius Slayton. 4th down. Been waiting to hear Darius Slayton's name. And finally he gets his first catch of the night. But it will be 4th down. And I think the field goal unit's coming out. I hope they don't try to play field position here. Take a shot at a field goal at least. Is this the punt unit? Nope. Here we go. Graham Gano, line it up. Graham Gayes. We need this field goal, baby. We need this. We need this. The way the defense is playing, every point matters. They got to put this through. 47-yard attempt. Graham Gano. Got it. Big kick. All right, 14-13 is your scoreline now. Giants come down and get points first drive of the half. You needed to do that. They needed to get points. I don't care what type of points it was on that first drive, but you need to keep it close. No matter what, it'll be a one-possession game. And that's that. All right, so 14-13. We got ourselves a football game here. A little bit different from last time. We got ourselves a close game. I need to see something from this defense. The first drive was excellent. They got Heineke backpedaling. They got a sack. Azeez Ojulari, second sack of the year. Beautiful. The rest of the game, defense has been playing soft. They're finding Terry McLaurin. They're finding Logan Thomas. They need to tighten it up. The tight end has been always the Giants' Achilles heel. For how long have we been saying Giants tight end get murdered? Forever. For as long as I can remember. Everyone references Jason Witten, but it's actually been every tight end the Giants have ever played. I think Antonio Pierce, Michael Boley were the last linebackers I remember the Giants actually being able to cover. And that's so important in the NFL. It's so underrated when you have linebackers who could actually drop back and cover. All right, 14-13. Get off the field. Let's get a sack or a pressure and make them make a mistake. I think they're ready to make another mistake. What do you guys think? I'm impressed with Jason Garrett so far tonight. Daniel Jones, like, is everyone really going to rush to the papers tomorrow? I mean, it's early. He could still make a brutal mistake. Let me knock on wood. Knock on wood. But is Daniel Jones really going to be the reason the Giants lose this game? Let's see. I have less confidence in the defense. And I did not expect that to be the case coming into the season. But here we are. They can't get a stop. 14 points from Taylor Heineke, and that last drive was killer. 2-minute drill, they seem to be getting cooked on 2-minute drill because they're willing to give up. They're willing to give up these chunk little 7-yard plays down the field as long as they don't give up a touchdown. Then you put yourself against the wall when you're inside the 20. You really need to buckle down. So let's make a play inside the 20s here. Kickoff is coming. 9:07 left in the third quarter. Graham Gano, big kick, 47-yarder is nothing to sniff at in anywhere. Like you need to be making those type of kicks, especially on a team like the Giants. They need every point they can get. Kickoff received at the 1, taken out, gets about the 23, 24-yard line. And there's a flag on the play. Let's hope that's on the receiving team, not on the Giants. Logan Ryan doing kick coverage. He does it all, folks. He does it all. Share the stream. Do your boy a favor. We're trying to grow slowly but surely. And there you go. What do you guys think? Giants get a stop here? What's your confidence level about the Giants getting a stop? 1st and 10. 9:02 remaining. That penalty was on Washington, so you love to see that. They're backed up. They're on their own 10. You can't allow them to score points here. You can't. 17 of 21, 162 half for Taylor Heineke. Little screen of McLaurin. He gets about 4 yards on the play. See, that might not sound like much or seem like much, but the fact that Washington's always able to get these little gadget plays, these little quick passes off, it's going to kill the Giants. It's killing them all season so far, but 2 games in, we'll see if they can make adjustments. Here we go. 2nd and 6. Washington on their own 14-yard line. Humphreys goes in motion. Heineke drops back to pass, has all day to throw. Logan Thomas catches it on the crossing route, and he's brought down short of the stick. So it'll be about 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 is where the Giants have been living so far. And I keep beating this home, but it's what keeps happening. It's what keeps happening. They need to get off the field here. Good field position for the offense is on the line here if they can get a stop. Logan Thomas and Terry McLaurin need to be defended at some point. They're wide open. They're wide open. You have Peppers lined up on Thomas here. I think they're handing it off. I think they're giving it. Nope. Here we go. Good thing I'm not a D-cord. Heineke, incomplete. Bradbury on the coverage. They look for McLaurin again. This dude is locked in on Terry. This dude is locked in on Scary Terry, and Washington is forced to punt. There we go. That's what we needed. Get off the field. Get off the field, Taylor Heineke. That's it. Just a bad throw. Really nothing there. Could have been picked if it, 1 yard more, and that could have been picked. Here we go. Tressway punts it away. Punts it away. Tressway punts it away. Fair catch call for. C.J. Board returning the punt that time, not Jabril Peppers. So interesting they switched there. Maybe Peppers took up an injury. They want to save his legs a little bit. He's getting cooked a little bit in pass coverage. I don't know. And we got a commercial break. Good start to the second half for the Giants. You get points, you get the ball, you give Washington the ball back, and you get them off the field 3 and out. I need to see more 3 and outs. And if Daniel Jones is the reason the Giants suck at the end of the season, we can address that. They have 2 first-round picks. They did that for a reason. They're able to do whatever they want. So I'm not worried if Daniel Jones is clearly the reason this team isn't good enough. I will be worried if this whole defense that they just paid for, all these guys that they brought in, still aren't good enough to be at least a top 10 defense. They need to be a top 10 defense. If we're saying Jones isn't going to be elite, which it doesn't look like he'll be elite, but I think he could be better than what people expect. But it still doesn't mean you can play defense at a mediocre level. They need to be in the top echelon on defense. Dak Prescott commercial. You cannot escape the Cowboys, man. You just can't. Constantly. Guys played one game in like 2 years, and people are. He's getting the commercials for Sleep Number. Come on now. If anything, Daniel Jones should get the Sleep Number commercial because he's constantly getting sacked. Get it in the sack. Sorry. But if you're just popping in for a second, throw us a like. Second official Giants stream. We will be coming with basketball streams. Like I said, Knicks streams are coming. Those are the bread and butter. That is the team that I know probably the most about. Just going back. Here we go. 14-13, third quarter. Giants need to make a play. Big play. I would love a 50-yard TD, something like that. Just get me off my seat. This game has been very stop and start. It's been close. It's been a good game. Let's be honest. I think these teams are pretty evenly matched, especially with the injuries the Giants have on the O-line. They're missing 2 guards at this point, or at least a center and a guard. Tony on the field. Tony on the field. Jones in the shotgun. 1st and 10. 7:31 remaining. Jones heaves it down the field to Kenny Golladay. Almost. Off his hand. Good coverage by Kendall Fuller there. 2 Fullers in 2 weeks for the Giants. Good read from Jones. He has one-on-one with Kenny Golladay. He throws it up. Puts it right in the breadbasket, honestly. Golladay hand fighting with the left hand. As soon as it touches his right hand, Kendall Fuller's playing through his left hand. Tough catch to reel in, but really good throw from Daniel Jones, I thought. I think he put that right where he needed to put it. Here we go. Oh, he lost. Flag. Thank goodness there's a flag because the ball is on the ground. Whew. Bad snap. Whole thing is off. When you have interchanging offensive linemen, this is what's going to happen. False starts, bad penalties, guys not ready to play, or guys not up to speed in the middle of the game. Billy Price, first game, will allow 1 snap infraction. That was a really good throw from Jones. He put it right in Galladay's on his right hand. It would have to be a spectacular catch, but sometimes you need those, and that's why you got paid the big bucks, Kenny Golladay. 2nd and 15. After the snap infraction. Little play action. And they give it to Barkley. He gets like 2 yards. Daron Payne swallows him whole. It's tough. Everyone talks about Chase Young and Montez Sweat, but Jonathan Allen and Daron Payne are absolute monsters inside. And they cause a lot of problems running the ball. And that's why the Giants have really not, other than that one run to Barkley. So 3rd and 13 here. Do you think the Giants try to push this? I think they throw a little. Sterling Shepard will catch this 3 yards short. What do you think? That's my bet. Jones seems to be making some calls at the line of scrimmage here. Rudolph in the backfield to block, I assume, or who knows. Maybe he'll release. Rudolph throws a little chip block. Jones over the middle, and it's incomplete. And the flag comes in. Shepard draws a flag on Kendall Fuller. And Sterling Shepard is pumped up. Sterling Shepard is the best player on this football team. Saying it right now. Sterling Shepard is the most complete football player. He plays for every team in the NFL. If Sterling Shepard gets traded tomorrow, he gets big snaps for that team. I think that's the only guy. Maybe obviously some defensive players would get a lot of snaps, but would they be as prominent? I think Sterling Shepard would be big in every offense he's in. That's a big penalty. Washington is giving up a lot of penalties. They're playing real aggressive on defense. All right, so it's on the Giants ball on their own 45. Barkley in the backfield, and they give it to Sterling Shepard. Breaks the tackle, but he's going nowhere fast. Chase Young eats him up after Sweat breaks up the play. They lost about 5 or 6, maybe even 7 on that. Brutal first down play. Little motion to Shepard. I just don't get why you're giving that to Sterling Shepard. I love Sterling Shepard as a receiver and as a route runner. Like I just said, I think he's the best player on the team. But you're giving him this little inside run. He doesn't have elite speed. Now it's 2nd and 19. This is a beat drive now. This drive is beat. Jones in the shotgun. Dumps it off. Big throw to Kenny Golladay. Kenny G, play the saxophone. We're playing the saxophone. Gets about 10 yards on that. So we'll have at least a manageable third down. Daniel Jones throws a good spiral, at least. At the very least, I think he throws a nice spiral. When you used to watch Eli Manning, I think he used to come out like a UFO sometimes. He used to get there. Don't get me wrong. Love Eli Manning, but he used to be a little wobble, baby, wobble. All right. Daniel Jones in the shotgun. He's telling his offensive lineman everything, it looks like. I'm worried about a snap infraction again. Price snaps it. Jones in the shotgun. Over the middle, and he hits Sterling Shepard. There he is. There's that man again. Sterling Shepard, best player on the team, getting wide open. He is zone coverage monster. He knows how to sit down behind the linebackers, in front of the safeties. Daniel Jones, excellent throw there. Spinning that in with accuracy. Plenty of time. Good job on that play. 1st and 10 for the G-men. Shepard, 7 receptions, 65 yards. Jones over the middle, and it's dropped by Kenny Golladay. A little bit high, but Galladay's got to reel that in, man. He's got to make that catch. Jones throws it with a lot of zip, but Galladay's got to catch that. Kenny Golladay is definitely the most physically imposing receiver, like size-wise. You got to catch that, Golladay. You got to catch that. Right through his wickets. But he's definitely the most physically imposing Giants receiver I've seen. Since probably Plaxico. In terms of size, and it looks like he's just a beast going up for the football. Jones airs it out, looking for it. Touchdown, Darius Slayton! What a Danny Dimes! Danny Dimes! What a throw to Slayton! What a throw! And a catch, and that is what we needed. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Daniel Jones is throwing dimes, dropping them, dimes. Slayton has always been the connection for the deep ball. He catches it beautifully, walks straight into the end zone for the touchdown. There better not be any review here. He 2 feet, touchdown, end of story. Let's go. And I bet you Ron Rivera won't throw the challenge flag. Let's go. 20 points with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's the electricity we need. Graham Guyess puts it through. It's 20-14 in favor of the Giants. They have put up 10 points so far in this third quarter, and I am loving every second of it. This is why we stream the game. We don't want to be complaining the whole time. Although it may be funny, it may be entertaining, we want to be happy. All right. At the end of the day, I want my team to win. Let's go, Giants. Danny Dimes. You can't say anything else. And he threw a dime to Kenny Golladay on that. 2 of them. Kenny Golladay could have had 2 more big catches on that drive. So Jones is throwing darts all over the field. No matter how you spin it, Jones is throwing darts all over the field. And he was doing that last game too. People slept on it because the game was out of reach. Get another stop here and let's pour it on. Let's pour it on. So Washington was favored in this football game. Favored. Pour it on them. Let's do it. Giant fans, drop us a like. It's time. It's time. The energy is there. 20 points in the third quarter. 5 minutes left. 10 unanswered points. Daniel Jones looking like the quarterback we've all dreamt, we've all slept about, we all thought about, we all put our heads on the pillow, wake up in the morning, thought about Daniel Jones being this good on that drive. He's had 2 drives of that nature so far. One of them, he runs it in himself. This one, he delivers a strike to Darius Slayton down the left sideline. big play. We've already seen more explosive plays and more deep shots from Daniel Jones tonight than we did last week and last year at this rate. In terms of how many times he's looked down the field in this game, it's more than what we've seen from Daniel Jones in a while. So, whew. Sterling Shepard was huge on that drive. Remember, they had a big snap infraction. Then they had the terrible first down inside run to Sterling Shepard that set them back about 9 yards. Still managed to punch it in the end zone. Giant fans, we're buzzing right now. Yeah, we need the big cat, buddy. Buddy Walker, we need Leonard Williams, the big cat, to make a play. He's been silent so far, games 1 and 2. Daniel Jones, excellent that drive. Whew. We gotta take in the Daniel Jones excellence while we can, because if he gets the ball back in the next 25 seconds, if they just gave it to him, he might fumble it. It's something about the Giants against the Washington football team. If all of Daniel Jones' best career numbers are going to come against Washington. I don't understand it, but I'm not mad at it. Let's go. We need to have that advantage over one team. It feels like Philly and Dallas have that over us. We need to have at least keep this over Washington, just this dominance. Every time you play the Giants, you're expecting a loss if you're a Washington football team player at this point. It's 20-14. Let me not get ahead of myself. Thank you for popping in if you're popping in for a second. Hope you're enjoying the game out there. I'm watching the game anyway. Why would we not stream the reaction? Get Taylor Heine out of the game one more time. Heineke out of the game one more time. One more 3 and out. Jones, 16 of 21, 163 yards and a touchdown, rushing and throwing. Heineke, more yardage. Both quarterbacks have been getting whatever they want, honestly. And we thought this would be some people thought this would be low scoring. Here we go. Heineke hands it off to Gibson, bounces off a tackler. Good run from Gibson on first down, gets about 7 or 8. James Bradbury forces him out of bounds. I'm a little bit worried about this run defense. Buddy, you're right. Leonard Williams needs to do something. Leonard Williams, Dexter Lawrence, those guys, those are the bread and butter of the Giants defense, of those two big dudes up the middle on that defensive line. Danny Shelton, the Rhinoceros, has been a liability so far. Heineke over the middle. Tip drill, and the ball hits the ground. Ooh, almost a pick. Good play on the football. They called a flag. What's the call here? Joe Judge is livid. They're going to call PI here. Joe Judge is flipping out. The script writers are coming in. The Thursday Night Football script writers are popping in. It's PI. It's PI. Bradbury got there early. I would want that call if I was doing this the other way. So that's PI on Bradbury. Got there a split second early. We'll have to live with that. Joe Judge really wanted that. If we got off the field there, or at least held them on that play, would have been huge for confidence going forward. Here we go. Heineke in the shotgun. De'Ami Brown in motion. Heineke drops back to pass. Ojulari almost gets there. Dumps it off to Adam Humphries on the crossing route. And Blake Martinez barrel tosses him. Fireman hip toss. If you're a wrestling fan, that was a nice hip toss from Blake Martinez out of bounds. Why do you always get thirsty when Washington is on offense? Probably because you know they're about to drive down the field for a good 7-8 minutes, so you better settle in. Antonio Gibson, big run, 8-yard gain, first down. They're running all over the Giants. Gibson's a good little back, man. That was a good find for Washington. And then we have Saquon Barkley, who we have in plastic wrap. So Washington driving. They're in Giants territory here already on the 25. Heineke airs it out. Looking up top. Adoree Jackson working on De'Ami Brown. No flag on the play. Incomplete. They took a shot on Adoree Jackson there. It was good coverage. It was very close. I think because of that previous PI, they're not going to call another one on the Giants there. But very handsy there from Adoree Jackson. He was stride for stride with him, but he was using a lot of hands on De'Ami Brown. See, De'Ami Brown is already being used quite a bit by Washington, and we've seen Kadarius Toney get 0 touches for the Giants. The Giants took Kadarius Toney about like 30 picks, or maybe I'm exaggerating, but like 15 picks ahead of De'Ami Brown. So they need to figure out what they're doing with their first-round pick, Kadarius Toney, despite that last great drive. Handoff to Gibson again. He gallops for about 4 yards, so it'll be 3rd and about 7 here. Hold him to 3. Hold him to 3 or hold him to a 3 attempt. Hold him to 3. Antonio Gibson's having a game, man. He looks dangerous. 10 rushes, 52 yards. I mean, over 5 yards of carry on this Giants. Even I can do that math. 5 yards of carry on this Giants defense, not good enough. Patrick Graham, I'm worried, man. I'm worried he focused too much on his own weight loss and not enough on the Giants' defense. Let's go. 3rd and 7. Get off the field. Hold him to 3. Heineke in the shotgun. Takes the ball. Good pressure from the right side. Carter dumps it off to Humphries, and I think he's going to be a yard short. There is a flag on the play. Let's see what they call. I hope it's a holding. But at this rate in this game, it's always going to be on the defense. On 3rd down, it's always going to be on the defense. Oh, it's on the offense. There we go. Reverse psychology, people. Giants are going to get off the field. Oh, no, it's a replay of 3rd down. I like that. Replay it. Sam Cosmi. This guy has been one of the Giants' best players, and he's on the Washington football team tonight. 20 yards worth of penalties on Sam Cosmi off the top of my head. Oh, you're right, buddy. I totally missed the Heineken. Not a Heineken guy. Maybe that's why. As you can see, we drink blue, buddy. For the G-Men, we drink blue. And for all my favorite teams, we drink blue. Why not? Here we go. Heineke in the shotgun, 3rd and 17. Just no big plays. Holding the 3. It'll be a long field goal attempt. Maybe get a sack. Heineke steps up. Leonard Williams can't wrap him up. Heineke gets a yard, and that'll be it. So good pressure there from the Giants' defensive line. Good pressure from the linebackers. They were ready on 3rd down to get after Heineke. And it looks like they will. 4th and 16. Obviously, no way Washington's going for it here. It might be a long-ish field goal attempt. In the history of me knowing the Washington football team, they've had shaky kickers. Dustin Hopkins, I think he buries this here. What is this one? 49-yarder, I think he's going to bury it. If he misses this, no, he got it. All right, so 20-17. We have a football game, ladies and gentlemen. We're playing football on Thursday nights, and we got a game. 20-17. Giants are going to have to put more points on the board if they want to win this game, and preferably more touchdowns. I want to see a replica of that last drive again. That being said, Washington did bail them out with some penalties last drive, so a little bit of fortunate luck there, but we keep it going. If you're just popping in for a second, hit the like button. The thumbs up button is that like button. Helps us out. Random people on YouTube just waking up tomorrow morning might check out what we had going on tonight and check out the reaction, so please do. A minute 30 left in the 3rd quarter. Giants need to score another touchdown. Thank you for that analysis. We need to score another touchdown to win the football game. It's 20-17. Heineke's moving the ball. I mean, the defense hasn't looked imposing. They did their job. They held pat there after the tough pass interference call on James Bradbury. That was kind of the biggest play of the drive for Washington. They had some decent runs. I don't know. The defense is shaky to me. I have more confidence in Jones right now. Call me crazy. Let's go, DJ. You know this is just setting up. This is just setting up for a brutal pick 6 from Daniel Jones and my face to just drop. That's what this whole game is setting up for. Pick 6 from Daniel Jones, like 2 minutes left or 3 minutes left. Giants lose by 1, something crazy like that. It's actually insane how Gronk is like back and good after he was like at WrestleMania 2 years ago. Guy was like clotheslining people in WWE and then was like, yeah, I'll go win a Super Bowl real fast. I'll come back to Tampa. Brady, you need me? Yeah, I'll come back. I'm pumped, man. This is going to be a big fourth quarter. Two teams with a lot on the line. You cannot go 0-2 in the NFC East. You can, actually. That's the only division you can. But going 0-2 is just an ominous feeling as a fan. It gives you that pit in your stomach like, oh, no, here we go again. Heineke looks good, man. If I'm like, after this season, I don't know what his contract situation is, but after this season, if I'm another team and I'm like looking for that holdover, or like if I'm drafting a rookie and I'm looking for a veteran to compete with the rookie, I'm looking at Taylor Heineke. If you're looking for that Tyrod Taylor type, if that's if Washington doesn't start investing in it, I think he's a good looking quarterback, man. Hasn't done anything crazy. Barkley needs to step up or else he's a bust, says Buddy. Can't deny it. Can't deny it. He's had one. So far, his career has been like 2 or 3 huge plays when he's at his best. And other than that, since like last 2-3 seasons, he's been hurt. Now he's looking tentative. He's barely on the field. He's had one big run tonight. One big run. I'd like to see them set up a screen for him, get him in the passing game, something. He looks a little bit more bouncy tonight than he did week 1, I'll tell you that. Daniel Jones, here we go in the shotgun, 1st and 10 on the 25. Play action. Jones spins it out to Darius Slayton. First down, gets out of bounds. Oh, clock will still run. What do you guys think? Daniel Jones, is he throwing it well? Buddy, what do you think, man? I think he throws a good football. If you look at it from that angle where it's coming from behind, he throws a nice ball. Here we go. Jones in the shotgun, empty set. Pass rusher's coming over the middle. He throws a dime to Kyle Rudolph, who wraps up the football and gets across the Redskin. It's Caden Smith, first of all, who makes the catch, not Kyle Rudolph. My favorite tight end on the Giants, Caden Smith. Daniel Jones, just a beautiful touch on this. Beautiful touch. Drops it over the linebacker's shoulder, right into Caden Smith's breadbasket. Caden Smith picks up the first down. Jones play action. Oh, almost picked off by Holcomb, but there is a flag on the play. Oh, that looked like a pick. Whew. And it's probably going to be a hold on the Giants. Ineligible man downfield on the Giants. 5-yard penalty. All right. Honestly, that could have been a lot worse because this dude on the Redskins, on the football team, should have caught it. Yeah, he fumbles way too much. That's a fact. There's no way around it. That's kind of that's going to live with him. That fumble stigma is going to live with him for all eternity until it like goes. He needs to put up like a 12-game streak where he doesn't fumble. Jones in the shotgun, which is where he's been all night, which is where I want to see him. Give him that extra second of time. Looks, spins it out to Galladay. All right, Kenny Galladay gets about 10 yards back on 1st and 15, so it'll be 2nd and about 6, and they'll take it into the fourth quarter. All right, so put your 4 up. 20-17 Giants. They're driving here. Got to put 6 on the board. 3 won't be good enough, especially when you're driving in their territory. I want to finish this drive off. I like the way Jones is throwing the football. Keep him in the shotgun. Keep giving him that extra second of time. And he's going to spin. He's going to spin it. And he's spreading it around to his receivers. We're seeing Slayton now all of a sudden. Yeah, Galladay was a great pickup, said Buddy. Yeah, 100%. They needed a big target for him. Because Shepard is good and Slayton is good. Slayton's good down the field. Shepard's good in between the hashes, like sitting in zone coverage, stuff like that. But they need that big body receiver like they have with Plaxico Burress, where Eli was just slinging it down the sidelines, letting the big guy go up and get it. Galladay is that guy for the Giants now. Big investment, needed to perform, and he honestly that last drive he could have had two bigger catches. He could have had two big catches that last drive. Got to finish this drive out with 6 points, though, 100%. All right. It feels so. Even if the Giants lose this, and it'll be crippling down the stretch, but just the energy and the feel of this game, so much more enjoyable than Game 1 against Denver, where they just knew everything that was going to happen on both sides of the ball, picked us apart. I'm going to watch Denver this week and see how good they look against another team. Everyone loved the Chargers, man. The Chargers only put up 21 against this team, against Washington, a couple of days ago. What? Daniel Jones better than Justin Herbert? I'm just saying. No, I'm just kidding, but let's not anoint Washington's defense anymore either. I mean, they're giving up big plays to Danny Dimes. If I'm a Washington fan right now, I'm upset. I'm definitely upset. Low key, I'm just sitting there waiting for the fumble to happen, but it hasn't happened yet, and he's throwing a ball all over the field. Yeah, listen, Eli Manning's whole career trajectory changed when the Giants added Plaxico, because then Eli was able to take those just gargantuan shots down the field. And the thing about Eli early in his career was, if he threw a pick, he didn't care. If he saw man coverage and Plaxico down the sideline, he's throwing it there. And Daniel Jones looks like he's accurate down the field, man. I'm telling you, I like the way he throws it down the field. When he steps into a throw and surveys the field, I'm confident it's going to be a completion. It's when he's standing back there patting the football, and he doesn't realize that the other team gets paid to bring his ass down and bring the ball out. He needs to somehow improvise sometimes, or sometimes just throw it away, break the tackle box and throw it away. Here we go, 2nd and 5. Jones 19 to 24, 207 yards in a TD. Fourth quarter starting. Let's change the quarter. Put your 4 up. All right, Jones play action. Oh, he's brought down by blitz. Full blitz. Number 29, defensive back, comes in, sacks Daniel Jones, and that's a drive killer right there. That is going to kill the drive, it looks like. 3rd and very long here at their own at Washington's 40-yard line. And everything, just a jailhouse blitz on the right. Chase Young also is there. And nobody was blocked. So 3rd and 11, still manageable. I mean, you can get a 3rd and 11 here. Let's do it. Daniel Jones in the shotgun. Everyone coming after him. He dumps it off to Sterling Shepard, and that'll be short of a first down, but he does get a completion when everyone was coming for Washington. I mean, Washington is sending everybody now to try to get Jones under pressure. Are they going to send the field goal unit out here? It looks like they will. Jones really the ball is tight when he throws it, man. I'm having like a Daniel Jones orgasm here over the spinning of the football, but let's relax. But all right, here comes Graham Guyess. How long is this one? 52-yarder. It's got to go. He puts a charge into it, and it's good. Graham Guyess. It's not Graham Gano on this channel. Graham Guyess. Every field goal he takes, we think, is yes. It's going in. Okay? So there we go. 23-17. Needed that field goal. Needed to get something out of this drive, and the Giants do put points on the board yet again. So I'm not crazy. Am I crazy to think the Giants have a better offense than the Chargers because they put up more points? No, that's not how it works. Everyone relax. We're in for a hell of a last 10 minutes here, though, or how much time there is. We'll see in a few. 23-17. Yeah, we got a great Thursday night game, finally. It's not just because the Giants are playing. We actually got a football game. Both teams making plays. Both teams looking threatening. Hey, Bob. Thanks for popping in, man. Oh, yeah. Big Giants fan here. If you're a Knicks fan or a Yankee fan, or not a Yankee fan, if you're a Mets fan or a Knicks fan or a Giants fan, just a fan in general, feel free to hit that sub button, bro. Just getting started on the channel. We are going to cut up the highlights of the stream. That is my duty for tomorrow. Cut up the highlights of this stream so the people can get to the meat and potatoes of this exhilarating performance from the New York Football Giants and my reaction. But I really need Daniel Jones to just protect it from now on. Like, this late in the game will absolutely – this is what I mean. This is why I'm preparing for it, because like I said in the last stream, 3 steps forward, 4 steps back, 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, whatever you want to say. Daniel Jones always goes forward a little bit and then brings you all the way back to reality, slaps you in the face, says, listen, let's relax. I can turn the ball over at the drop of a dime, and that is what I'm worried about down the stretch here. James Kelly popping in with the Frank Ntilikina to the Mavs news. I'm happy Frank has a home, man. I'm happy Frank has a home. I had a lot of hope for Frank back in the day. But you know what makes me laugh? The Dallas Mavericks are basically just the Knicks from like 3 years ago, except they have Luka Doncic, which obviously is a big difference. But they have Tim Hardaway Jr. They have Frank Ntilikina now. One other guy they have too that I'm blanking on right now because I'm focused on the New York Football Giants. Graham Gano banging 45-yard plus field goals. Hit a 50. Graham Gayes, excuse me. As I said, it's Graham Gayes. Bob, thanks for the thumbs up, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for popping in and showing some love. Heineke time. Buddy, now I'm not going to just stop. Now I can't stop thinking about Heinekens. Thanks a lot. They should be like 50% off at FedEx, the Heinekens, when this guy's playing. Here we go. Heineke in the shotgun. Giants, if they can get a stop here, we're really looking like something. Heineke delivers a strike to McLaurin on the slant. Big play. Right off the bat, Terry McLaurin gets about 25 yards. At this point, can you just can you just defend McLaurin? Jabril Pepper, it's like, every play is to Terry McLaurin. He looks at Terry McLaurin on every throw. Make him throw to De'Ami Brown. Make him throw it to a rookie. They're throwing it directly to Terry McLaurin every time. 8 catches, 82 yards for Terry. And no sign of slowing down. The Giants Bradbury needs to shadow him. There we go. Bradbury is lined up with Terry McLaurin at the top of the screen. If you're watching at home. Handoff is to Gibson. Giants had it snuffed out, but Gibson still keeps the legs moving. Darnay Holmes and company. I think Blake Martinez in on the tackle too. Thursday Night Football. We got a hell of a game here. 23-17 Giants. It's been dead even, honestly. Both teams moving the ball pretty much at will. Giants have more yardage. I think the Giants have had some bigger plays. But it's been dead even to me. This has been 2 evenly matched teams. And let's just hope the Giants can come out on top here. Heineke dumps it off to guess who? Terry McLaurin. First down. Underneath. Sits down in front of the little curl route. These routes that the Giants run every play. They're not ready for him this time. We just know DJ is going to have to drive down the field again. We just know it. Simple and plain. We just know it. Little screen pass to Adam Humphries and Darnay Holmes. All right, Darnay Holmes sheds the block of Logan Thomas and makes a stop. Adam Humphries gets about maybe half a yard on that play. Maybe. Probably no gain. Yeah, 2nd and 10. That was a big play from Darnay Holmes. They need to start keeping them behind the sticks on 2nd down. Now Washington's going to have to make a big throw. Get them under pressure here and make a sack, something. Here we go. Quick dump off to Humphries, and he falls forward for about 2-3 yards. They're letting Heineke make these big throws on 3rd down, but they're really nothing deep down the field. They're just little check downs, little zone coverage reads to that was a wobbler. Oh my God, that throw from Heineke, I swear I could have done that. There's definitely footage of me somewhere in the universe as a Pee-wee football player throwing a ball like that. That was horrendous. No one even touched his arm. Somehow he made a completion. No one will care tomorrow. 3rd and 7, got to get off the field. Got to get off the field. They're using Adam Humphries quite a bit. He goes in motion here. Heineke in the shotgun, takes the snap. He's flushed to his left. Looks like he's going to run. He is. And he trips. And he fumbles. It looks like Daniel Jones type of play. Oh, and there's a flag on the play. Dude, Taylor Heineke. Oh, yo, if Daniel Jones is going to get made fun of, we need to make fun of Taylor Heineke tomorrow, too, for that play. The last 2 plays from Taylor Heineke have been hysterical. You cannot lie. The last 2 plays. There's a flag on James Bradbury on this. I can't even laugh. He's working on Terry McLaurin. Yeah, he's holding him. He's holding him. He's holding him. He's holding him. Heineke's knee was down, then tried to, shovel pass it. Then looked like he was eating dirt. It looked like someone, skimboarding it or, trying to body surf, and their face just going straight into the ground. If it's a fumble, it doesn't matter because it's a flag on the play on Bradbury. So stop showing me the replay, even though it's funny as hell. That better be on. I'm sure the internet's blowing up on that. That being said, it's a 1st down for Washington inside the 40. That's not what you want to see. Bradbury has not been good so far. Pressure on Heineke. He throws it over the middle, and it's caught. Guess who? Guess who? Terry McLaurin is destroying the Giants. Whatever we saw last week from Noah Fant and Tim Patrick and Judy for a little bit and KJ Hamler, it's all been to Terry McLaurin, and the Giants still are not aware of where he's going on defense. How do you not have an idea of where Terry McLaurin is at this point? Tweak TP, you're right. McLaurin is going crazy. There's nothing they could do. Heineke's throwing it to him, looking at him every single time and just gunning it to him. Adoree Jackson, incomplete on 1st and 10. Bro, he has at least 9 to 10 receptions. I know that for a fact. I think he might have 10 receptions for just about 100 at this point. And a TD. You knew he was going to get involved in the offense after how little he was used last week against the Chargers. But he is destroying the Giants right now. Did they call a PI on this? Or are they calling a challenge on Adoree Jackson for PI? No. All right, 2nd and 10, inside on the 25-yard line. Tweak TP, drop a like, drop a subscribe, bro. Welcome to the channel. We're going to be doing a lot more of these games. Heineke airs it out down the sideline. Nowhere to go. De'Ami Brown. See, every time they try to throw to De'Ami Brown, Giants have it locked up. They just need to stop Scary Terry. He's scaring the hell out of me right now. The scariest Terry I've ever seen. And that's saying something because we know that Terrys are always scary. Sorry to any Terrys out there. For the sake of humor, you're scary. Heineke in the shotgun, 3rd and 10. Giants got to hold him to 3 here again. And it might be 4. I don't know. If they make it 4th and short, Washington will go for it. They dump it off to Humphries, and it'll be 4th and about 3. So I think that might be a little bit too long. I think Washington's going to take their points there. Facts. Terry has to. I mean, if you're playing against Terry, he's killing you on a Thursday night. There's nothing worse. There is nothing worse, Tweak, than your fantasy team being done on Thursday night by somebody. If Terry ends up with 35 points, say he gets in the end zone again in this game, which I'm not ruling out, as Dustin Hopkins lines up for a 37-yard attempt, your opponent's just going to be sick going into Sunday. It's a great feeling for you, but On that, being on that other side, whew, you got to wait for Sunday to even start. You're like, oh, maybe we'll wait till next week. Care about football. 23-20, Hopkins puts it through. And we got ourselves a great game on Thursday night. Thank you for, went one too far there. Thank you for joining us if you're finding us somehow. Appreciate you popping through. 24 points and counting. And the Giants defense is just letting him get whatever he wants, Tweak. He's getting whatever he wants. And this is with a backup quarterback. I said this earlier. If Terry McLaurin were to get a number one quarterback at some point in his career, I think he'll be a top 5 receiver in the NFL, at least. I remember watching him at Ohio State thinking like, oh, Dwayne Haskins, what a sick quarterback. He has Chubb, Metcalf, and CD, Tweak said. All right, yeah, it's way too early to get too excited, but just the fact that Terry McLaurin is doing what he needs to do sets you up in a good place. You could breathe. You know, if Terry had like 7 tonight, 7 points, you go into Sunday being like itchy. You'd be like, I need something big from somebody else. So you're in a good spot, Tweak. Hold up one second. We're grabbing the third beer of the night. Fridge isn't far. And we're back. I'm not the Flash, and I'm not Quicksilver, but I'm right there. You have Cooks and Diggs. I have Diggs too, so I think Diggs is going to have a big week because he was kind of quiet last week. I mean, he had a lot of targets, few catches, but for him, he was quiet. I think Diggs will have a big week. This is a great football game, man. I miss having a competitive, good football game to watch. This is what football is all about, and this is why the Thursday night game, it exists. So you can watch one game, sit down. If it's a doozy, everyone in the world is catching this right now. So whatever happens down the stretch, Daniel Jones makes a classic Curb Your Enthusiasm theme music, Daniel Jones play. Everyone in the world sees it, and we'll be talking about it tomorrow. Yeah, Xavier Howard is an elite corner, but Diggs is an elite receiver, and they need to get a dub. So I don't see how Buffalo is going to move it down the field if they're not constantly using Diggs. That was the straw that stirred the drink last year, just hitting Diggs. I had Diggs last year because I'm in a keeper league, so I kept him again this year. No worries about him yet. No matter what, they're going to force feed him. Bro, the Ravens and Raiders game, that might have been I can't think of a crazier Monday night game. I really can't. My girlfriend was like, oh, we got to watch the Bachelor in Paradise. I'm like, all right, maybe we can watch the Hulu version because I'm going to check out the Raiders and Ravens tonight. The fact that everyone stormed the field, insane. The fact it reminded me of that old Cal Stanford clip where everyone stormed the field. All right, it's 23-20, 1st and 10 here. DJ needs to make a drive. This is the drive that wins the game, in my opinion. You put up a touchdown on this drive, Washington they might lose pace. They might not be able to keep the pace. Fakes the handoff to Barkley, steps up, delivers a strike to Sterling Shepard. So it's Shepard and McLaurin on both sides of the ball, catching it all over the place. Those are the 2 best receivers on each team if you haven't figured that out yet. You know that by now. Sterling Shepard, oh my God. One of the Washington linebackers just fell. I don't know if Shepard tripped him on that route or he just tripped over his own feet, but that was ugly. 23-20, 1st and 10, 8 minutes, 8:15 remaining. Giants driving here on their own 45. Great start to the season, Tweak. I'm so happy you found a stream and came through and dropped some comments. Stay tuned to the channel if you're a New York sports fan or if you're just a sports fan in general. We're going to be doing a lot of these live streams, so check us out. Dude, I have Shepard in all my leagues. I'm not going to lie. I have Shepard in all my leagues just because I thought he's on a contract year, right? So Giant players are bound to play well on contract years. Handoff is to Barkley. Oh, no, it's a fake, and Jones keeps it. Chase Young absolutely swallowed Barkley, went for Barkley whole. Jones kept it and ended up getting 3 yards on it. So 3rd and 1 here. You got to convert. Got to convert. What video games do you play, Tweak? What are your favorite games? Are you a Madden player? I play FIFA, a little bit of 2K, MLB The Show. Those are my games. I'm a sports gamer. What about you, bro? Jones lining up, 3rd and 1. Fullback dive to Elijah Penny, and he gets the first down. I love the fullback dive. Not a lot of teams do it anymore on short yardage situations, especially when you have Barkley and Jones back there. They're gearing up for those guys to make the run. You give it to Elijah Penny. Elijah Penny limps off the field. Dude, I'm super nervous as a Giants fan. They lose all these types of games. The last 4 or 5 years, they never win a close game. Never. They always lose by a field goal. They need to convert here. Let's go, DJ. Ball on the 43. Here we go. Jones steps up. Airs it out down the field. Wide open. Oh, it's off the fingertips of Darius Slayton. He was wide open. Oh, he was wide open. Oh, it was one stride too many. Slayton has to lay out for that. Oh, my God. Darius Slayton drops a TD pass. Dude, oh, no, that would have been it. You need to lay out. Who was that on? Jones? Did Jones lead him? Did Jones lead him a little bit too far there? I don't know. I think Slayton's got to lay out for that. His hands touched it. You got to make that catch somehow. That was the big play. Barkley on the run, 2nd and 10. Gets eaten up by the turf monster. Still gets about 6 or 7. Oh, Darius Slayton. What do you guys think? Slayton, Tweak, what do you think, bro? Slayton got to make that catch, or was that Jones leading him too far? Damn. That would have been so nice. That Jones to Slayton connection, man. That's the guy he always hits deep down the field, always. 3rd and 5, this is a big play. Giants not really in field goal range, and they're going to get called for a false start. Oh, my God. Could you think of a more brutal way to end? At least they're going to have to throw it deep now. 3rd and 10, they're at least going to have to throw it deep. Who is that on? Joe Judge wants to know. Bob, I agree with you. Thank you. That's what I thought. Hey Bob confirms it. I'm going with Hey Bob. I think Slayton needs to make that catch. You're an NFL receiver. No one near you. Ball's hanging up in the air. You gotta track that down and make a catch. I don't care if you need to dive. Here we go. 3rd and 10. Washington's going to be bringing live pressure. And another false start on Andrew Thomas. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This is an exhibition on how to lose a football game. An exhibition. Of course, Tweak. Yeah, I agree. But now this. Oh, my God. These 2 false starts. How? 3rd and 15. It was just 3rd and 5. They're not even close to field goal range now. Why don't you false start again? Get yourself into punting range again. Oh my God, I'm gonna throw up if this is how they lose on 2 false starts. Jones, 3rd and 15. All day to throw. Nowhere to go with the football. He tries to run with it. Goes down short of the marker. Landon Collins delivers the blow, but he gets about 11 or 12 on the play. Good job by Daniel Jones to at least take what the defense gave him, not try to make a stupid throw there. 4th and 4. They get 11 on the run from Jones, and Graham Gano is coming out for a lengthy field goal. This will be a deep one. If Graham Gayes hits this, we're going to get the Gayes. That's the first T-shirt this channel will have made is Gayes. Let's go, people. 5 minutes remaining. 55-yard attempt from Graham Gano. Does he have the leg? He puts it. It's right down the middle. Does he have the leg? It is good. Graham, good yes. Good yes. Graham, good yes t-shirts. I'm holding up my shirt like the t-shirt's already made. Just imagine that it says good yes right here. And it should have been a touchdown. Darius Slayton drops a touchdown. It's very close, but he's got to make that play. But the New York Giants add 3 points. Big kick from Graham Gayes. Here we go. 26-20. Washington has the ball, 6 minutes left. All I ask is that the Giants do not let them milk the clock and score a touchdown with 30 seconds left. If you're going to give up a touchdown, at least make it quick and painless so we have a chance to drive and win this game with a field goal. This would be huge. This would be a huge win for the Giants. Everybody I know was dying to pick the Washington football team to win this year. I think the national media kind of just gets bored sometimes and says, you know, I'm sick of Dallas. The Giants aren't any good. The Eagles are on a rebuilding period. So I'm going to go with Washington. They won it last year, even though they won 7 games. It wasn't like they were this dominant division winner. They barely won the division last year, and I think the whole national media was like, yeah, let's go with them. It's their time to shine. Chase Young is the new star, and he is a star, man. This guy is a disruptive force on the defensive side of the ball. Yeah, man, I'm going to be sick. Listen, if somebody else beats the Giants tonight besides Scary Terry, I'll live with it. The remainder of the game. Obviously, Scary Terry has picked them apart so far. But I'm saying the last 5 minutes, if they let a big touchdown happen from De'Ami Brown or Logan Thomas makes a big play, I'll have to live with it. But at this point, you need to make sure that Terry McLaurin isn't the guy getting open. Heineke is targeting the shit out of him. Excuse my language, but he is. He really is. He's looking at him every single play. Second official stream, quite a doozy. Thursday Night Football, we've had a hell of a time watching this game so far. Way more fun tonight than the last game. Tweak. Listen, I have Terry on my other team too. I'll be benefiting from Terry McLaurin scoring a touchdown in some way or another, but it's not the way I want to benefit. You know it, bro. You know I'm a Giants fan. I'm wearing the shirt. I gotta be team first, at least in week 2. Week 16. If the Giants, I don't know the Giants' schedule off the top of my head. If they're playing Washington week 16 and they're out of the playoff race, I'll be saying why not? Scary Terry go off. Giants win. I would still want them to win, but at that point, if they're not making the playoffs, fantasy comes into play way deeper. Right now, it's all about the Giants' W. Touchback. 4:50 remaining. Taylor Heineke coming out. 6 timeouts on the board. So Washington has all 3 timeouts, and the New York Giants have all 3 of their timeouts, which would have been really, really reassuring on Sunday to at least some type of comeback. If you have 3 timeouts, you at least have a shot. Heineke is the one. Tweak says Heineke is the one reason I started Terry. Too compatible. And exactly. Yep. The backup quarterback is always going to try to feed that number 1 receiver. Heineke drops back to pass. Wide open, J.D. McKissic down the sideline. He's going all the way. Oh, it's a huge play for Washington. Oh, my God. Who gets beat here? J.D. McKissic down the sideline. A running back lined up outside. A nice play design here from Washington. They have Logan Thomas in the slot. J.D. McKissic on the outside. J.D. McKissic double moves. Who is that? It looks like it's a Dory Jackson. Yeah, Slayton has to catch that, Tweak. Slayton has to catch that. Now Washington's inside the 20. Just before you can even blink. First play of the drive, Taylor Heineke has 281 yards. Yep, they're on New York side of the field, inside New York's 20, Tweak. Oh, big throw. Is that a touchdown? Oh, my God. Adoree Jackson just got mossed by Ricky Seals-Jones. And Washington has scored a touchdown in 20 seconds. All right. What a football game, ladies and gentlemen. Dude, Taylor Heineke just picked apart Adoree Jackson. One to J.D. McKissick down the sideline. Then Ricky Seals-Jones, the third string tight end or second string tight end, whatever he is, mosses Adoree Jackson in the end zone. Yup. Touchdown. Waiting on the extra point here to add the points up to the... Dustin Hopkins adds the extra point, and it's 27-26. We had 30 seconds to enjoy that last drive with that extra field goal. And this is what happens when you trade field goals for touchdowns. And people were telling me, I'm not worried about the defense. I'm worried about Jason Garrett. I'm worried about Daniel Jones. What's the worry tonight? Taylor Heineke is dicing you. Teddy Bridgewater diced you. This defense has been underperforming 2 weeks in now. It's not the first week. Yeah, Giants secondary starting to be very questionable. Coming into the season, everybody and their mother, every Giants fan would have said that's the most confident unit we have. That's the most confidence I have in a unit on the Giants. Not good enough. Not good enough. These last 4 or 5 minutes, dude, Daniel Jones is going to get blamed for this game. And that's what bothers me so much. Taylor Heineke is throwing darts all over the field. Darts. I mean, that's a great throw. Not great. I mean, the coverage is decent. It's not awful, but perfect pitch and catch to Ricky Seals-Jones. Taylor Heineke is a player. No matter, I think Fitzpatrick's going to have another. Dude, is Fitzpatrick going to get benched again by another quarterback? He got benched by Tua last year. It looks like he's going to get benched by Taylor Heineke this year. Heineke is a baller, man. .433 remaining. Washington kicks off. Touchback. Both teams with all their timeouts. And to be honest with you, we're at the point where the Giants need to start getting 6. Obviously, they have 26 points. They have 2 touchdowns. What is that? 3 field goals, 2 touchdowns? Or 4 field goals, 2 touchdowns. It needs to be better. The defense is so bad right now. If you think that the problem with the Giants through the first 2 games is their offense, go have your eyes examined. Please. We're not watching the same game. This defense that everyone praised last year for not giving up big plays, getting shredded by Heineke and Bridgewater back-to-back games. Tweak, thanks for stopping by, bro. See you later, man. Incomplete pass. Jones looking for Galladay on the sideline. William Jackson the third on the coverage. Breaks it up. 2nd and 10. Jones was under a lot of pressure there. The blocking is non-existent still. Jones is just hanging in there throwing darts. Galladay was coming back. Another ball that hits Kenny Galladay in the hands and he just doesn't bring it in. I mean, the coverage is really tight, but you need to be stronger than that. This guy got paid like a number 1 receiver, and he's left 3 big plays out there on the field, man. 3. Daniel Jones in the shotgun. 2nd and 10. Drops back to pass. Over the middle, and he hits Kyle Rudolph for a first down. Big throw, big catch for Kyle Rudolph. Welcome, Kyle Rudolph. Last week you were a bit... We got a little bit angry at you during the stream. It was game 1 for you. Welcome to the season. You started making some catches tonight. Daniel Jones is playing great. Everyone called this Washington football team a great defense. Daniel Jones is playing great, and you know what's going to happen right now. He's going to cough off the ball. Every time I say that, I feel sick. Like something bad's going to happen. Saquon, nowhere to go. Sitting in the backfield, nowhere to go. This guy needs to hit a hole and just run. When is he going to just run? The biggest waste of quads and sprinting speed I've ever seen is Saquon at this point. Run as fast as you can into a glimmer of space, and you'll be doing better than what you've been doing tonight and the game before that. Jones in the shotgun on 2nd and 10. Drops back to pass. Steps up. Fires. Incomplete again, looking for Darius Slayton this time. No flag. Slayton looking for... Rudolph is a big addition. I hope so, man. I hope so. He didn't have a great first week. They're missing Evan Ingram too, who's a decent option. I mean, Giant fans are very torn on Evan Ingram, but that's good coverage on the outside by St. Juste on Darius Slayton. Darius Slayton's hands are very questionable. His speed, his route running, solid. His hands, especially after tonight, they'll be on question. 3rd and 10 for the Giants. Got to convert. Got to convert. Down by 1. Got to convert. 3.5 remaining. 3 timeouts, but we got to convert here. Washington sends pressure. Jones flush right. Throws a dart. Is it caught or incomplete? It's incomplete. Are you kidding me? Darius Slayton. Does he drag his right foot? Nope. Oh my God. Darius Slayton, man. He's left some big yards on the field. Bob, Kyle Rudolph always comes up against the Packers. Well, he had one big catch on that drive. I'm frustrated, man. I am frustrated. All right, Giants punt. Washington ball. 3:13 remaining. Washington has a 1-point lead. Basically, if Taylor Heineke can put this game on ice right now, if he drives the football team down the field, plenty of game left. Giants have all their timeouts. But that last drive, them scoring in that quick of a fashion against Taylor Heineke, how does that happen, man? How does that happen? Whoa, Kenny Golladay screaming at Daniel Jones on the sideline. Don't like that. Oh my God, Antonio Gibson just carries the Giants defense. First down for Gibson on first down. Gains 11 yards on the ground, and the clock will just keep running. Jabril Peppers whiffs on the tackle. This is going into the dark place again. The defense. If you follow me on Twitter at MIKELLY_12. I've been saying all week that the defense had me concerned because that's the unit that's supposed to have it all together. They look terrible right now against the run, against the pass. Gibson on the run gets about 3 yards on the first down. 2nd and 7. Giants will call a timeout. Looks like 20 with 2:22 remaining. Keep the clock from moving before the 2-minute warning. And they got to get off the play on this drive, on this 3 downs here. It's over. Kenny Golladay was screaming at Daniel Jones on the sideline. So I would like to know what Golladay is screaming at Jones. I'm sure the beat reporters will ask after the game, but everyone saw it. Darius Slayton has 2 big drops tonight. I consider the last play a drop. He caught the ball but didn't get both feet down. Good receivers get both feet down in that situation. 2nd and 7. Here we go. Heineke in the shotgun. He's got 300 yards passing and 8 incompletions. Oh, it's picked by James Bradberry. Let's go. Let's go. James Bradberry jumps the route and gets the pick. Let's go. Yes. That's what we needed. Finally. Heineke coughs it up inside their own 30-yard line. Bradberry jumps the curl route to McLaurin, and he was sitting on it the whole time. Let's go. Let's go, baby. James Bradberry, that's what we've been waiting for. That's what we've been waiting for. He's been getting cooked all game by Scary Terry. This time he was ready for it. He was sitting on that route. That's what I've been saying. Heineke slams his helmet on the ground in anguish. Now let's see what the Giants do. They still need to obviously not turn it over and get a field goal, but they cannot afford to play for a field goal and a three plays out. They need to kill as much clock as possible. That could be it. James Bradbury, that was great coverage, man. He knew he was sitting on that route. You're so right. Clean pick. Give to Barkley, and he gets 1 yard, man. Saquon Barkley has not been good yet again. Washington takes a timeout. Almost no clock is killed there. It's gonna take a big passing play for the Giants, I think, to put this game on ice. They got to get it within 10 yards. Give Graham Gano a chance to put this. They cannot give Washington like 30 seconds. I'm telling you right now. I've seen it too many times with the Giants. Whew. The heart rate, bro, on that pick. James Bradbury, baby. That's what we needed. We were waiting for Heineke to make the bad play. Finally, he sits on Terry McLaurin. So was James Bradbury. Gets the pick. Yeah, you're right. Saquon should be able to get a first down in 3 plays here, Bob. But honestly, that's not the way Saquon's career has gone so far. It's either home run or strikeout. Modern-day baseball player, Saquon Barkley. There's the give. He just dives down for another 2 yards. Washington will take a second timeout. And it's 3rd down. Dude, Bob, I know you got to trust the run, but what's going on here, man? When do they look more threatening right now? When Jones is throwing it or when Barkley's running for like 3 yards? He's only broken 1 play in the second quarter or second drive of the game. Graham Gano is lining it up. And we will not be writing the Graham Gayes chant T-shirts until Graham Gayes hits this kick, because you know he's gonna have to kick it. It's 3rd and 7. Does Jason Garrett make them use their last timeout, or does he try to put the game on ice? I think he runs it and just tries to get them to burn the timeout. Let's see it. Prove me wrong. Complete a pass. Do something. If he throws a pick here, guys, you might see a live vomit on YouTube. I'm sure it's not the first, but just add it to the collection. Jones in the shotgun. He's throwing. Throws behind Sterling Shepard, and the clock stops. And that's all because they couldn't get any yardage on first down. He throws it behind Shepard. Shepard's still got to make the catch, man. These receivers are killing Jones again. Nobody will remember this. 3 to 4 catches tonight from top flight receivers dropped. Jones is screaming about some clock thing. Graham Gano here for the kick. 35-yard attempt. If he misses this, just don't show up to work tomorrow. He pours it through. Graham Gano and James Bradbury have been elite tonight. Graham Gano is pouring them through. If you're the best Giants fantasy player, maybe Graham Gano. Graham Gano goes to the ground here. What happened? Wow, referee's looking the other way. Kicker hits the ground. Referee's looking the other way. 29-27 Giants. Thanks to that interception from James Bradbury. Giants, I like the play call, honestly. I'm not gonna destroy the play call from Garrett. I think they need to be playing aggressive to win games. That's the way I think the Giants have to be playing. It didn't work out there, but they still had the field goal opportunity. You trust Graham Gano to hit a 35-yarder, and he does. Heineke will get another shot, another bite at the apple here, and I'm terrified. 29-27. Giants have 2 timeouts. We're at the 2-minute warning. Washington will have to go the length of the field and they'll have to get a field goal opportunity for Dustin Hopkins. And the way I see this ending as a Giant fan, I'm prepping myself. Let's be honest, this ends in a Dustin Hopkins field goal. We know this. Bob, what do you think? Does this not end in a Dustin Hopkins field goal? Have we not seen this game a million times? I know you're not a Giants fan, but hey, you've watched enough football games where this just smells like a game-winning field goal attempt for Washington. Pray, hope, plead that I'm wrong. Need to start out 1-1. 0-2 just sounds so bleak, so grotesque. Here we go. Kickoff here on the 2-minute warning. Graham Gayes puts it as a touchback. So Washington will have it at the 25. They have 1 timeout. No 2-minute warning. So they're going to have to move it down the field. Of course, yep, Bob. Giants are going to have to force another turnover. It's pretty much that simple. Hold your 2 timeouts and hope that if Washington needs to set up for that field goal, you're able to at least try to get another one back. But sit on Terry McLaurin yet again. Let someone else beat you besides Terry McLaurin. I know McKissick had the big catch and Seals-Jones made that play. Bob, I think Heineke is the starter now for Washington, even if Fitz comes back. McKissick, short pass play, and he stays in bounds. He catches it and stays in bounds. He might have honestly been better off not catching that. Washington in hurry up. Minute 45 going here. 29-27 on their own 27-yard line. Heineke in the shotgun. He snaps it. Throws a dart. Incomplete. Looking for Adam Humphries for a first down. No good. Incomplete. 3rd and 8 here. Here we go, Giants. Get off the field. This is what winning teams do. Their defense has to make a play. It hits Humphries in the hands here. A lot of drops tonight. If I'm Heineke, I'm expecting this to be caught, to be honest with you. You got to at least bring that in. He would have taken a shot from James Bradbury. James Bradbury starting to wake up here. Heineke, 29-39, 302 yards, 2 touchdowns in that interception. Heineke takes the snap. Throws a little crossing route. Short of the first, but it doesn't matter. They'll have to go for it. It's 4th and 1. Minute 20 left. Washington holding that timeout in case they get into field goal range. They got to convert here. It's 4th and 1. McKissick gets the first down. Little handoff, little inside draw play, and J.D. McKissick gets the first down. J.D. McKissick is a nice little number 2 back for Washington. This is a great football game. Regardless of what happens, the impending Dustin Hopkins game-winning field goal is not going to deter me from saying this is a great football game. Logan Thomas catches it at around the 48. It'll be 2nd and about 1. 40 seconds left. Washington is not panicking here, man. They are not panicking. Giants are not making a play. What's the call? There's a flag on the play. Is it on the Giants? This would be brutal, man. Neutral zone infraction on the Giants. This game is over. Hopkins game-winning field goal. Who's going to blame Daniel Jones tonight? Who's going to blame Jason Garrett tonight? I better not hear one Giant fan blaming the offense tonight. That last drive where Ricky Seals-Jones caught that touchdown and they scored in 30 seconds was pitiful. Pitiful. And then Kenny Golladay with a bunch of drops. Tremendous game, buddy. Tremendous game. I'm so happy we're live for tonight. I really would like somehow some miracle occurred and Washington wasn't able to pull this out. I'm getting that sick feeling. Heineke drops back to pass and another blown snap. The snap is blown dead again. Do they call a timeout? Giants call a timeout. Oh, boy. Dustin Hopkins is burying a game winner. 100%. The big cat was nowhere to be found. The big cat was in the bag tonight. That hold on C.J. Board was brutal, man. The drop from Darius Slayton that they're showing right now was brutal. These are plays that good teams make. These are teams that want to win. These are plays that they need to make. 1st and 10, 39 seconds left. Heineke at this point at the Giants 48. So they're going to need to get a couple more, but not much for an attempt from Hopkins. Heineke back to pass. Looking for McKissick. Incomplete. All right, so good play from Jabril Peppers there, guarding J.D. McKissick. Washington still being aggressive. Obviously, the clock stops. They still have a timeout left. Giants just did not make enough plays on defense, man. The quarterback was too comfortable back there all night. We can blame the coverage, but we also got to blame the pass rush. Pass rush was not there. Dexter Lawrence, he's not stopping the run right now. He's not getting to the quarterback. What's he doing? Leonard Williams, same thing. You just got paid a boatload of money. You have no sacks through 2 weeks. Heineke drops back to pass, dumps it off, little slant to De'Ami Brown, and it'll be third down for Washington. .27 seconds left, 3rd and 5. Washington uses their final timeout. Interesting. We know this kick is going through from Hopkins. We know it. This is such a bad loss, man. So sad. So sad. Saquon Barkley did not contribute. Taylor Heineke, 323 yards. I need to hear Giants Twitter, Giants fans, tell me how this defense isn't worrisome anymore. 2 average at best quarterbacks did them in tonight. The Giants call another timeout. Joe Judge is constantly arguing with the refs, pleading with them, never gets what he wants. Just looks like he's begging. 3rd and 5. 28 seconds left. Both teams out of timeouts. Washington probably going to run a little. No, they're going to have to convert. They're going to have to convert or sprint their kicker out there very quickly. Giants need to make a play. Heineke to Humphreys, first down, and he gets out of bounds. Game over. Game over. Just a brutal loss from the Giants. Everyone's screaming about Daniel Jones. I've been saying this. I said this all last stream. We take it game by game. You watch the games in front of you. The defense has been the liability. Daniel Jones has been the least of your worries. Least. Literally, the least of your worries. McLaurin makes another catch. Washington hurrying up. You're going to spike it here. What's the call here? They're going to review the last catch. Yeah, they're going to review the last play. See if the Giants can get 5 yards backwards. 0-2. What's the call? It's a catch. It's as clear a day. It's as clear a catch as you're ever going to see. Taco Freak 86. What up, dude? You're enjoying this then. You're enjoying my misery. Welcome to the misery channel. As the New York Giants are about to cough up another victory and go 0-2. It's getting really, really annoying. The offense played well tonight. Taylor Heineke picked them apart like he wasn't threatened by their defense. Bradbury makes a big pick late in the game and you still piss it away. This is the weakest booth review of all time. Somehow that stops the clock for Washington. I mean, not that it matters. They were lined up to spike it anyway. 336 yards passing for Taylor Heineke. And you want to tell me this defense is not, you're not worried about it. We need to stop looking. We need to start evaluating game by game and stop looking at our agendas and thinking about Jason Garrett and Daniel Jones and all this other crap. 5 seconds left. Heineke spikes it, It's all up to Dustin Hopkins right now. I have no faith that he's going to miss this. If he misses this, it's a party. It's a big-time party. If he makes this like I am expecting him to make it, because it's not really that long of a kick, well, it's a good thing I have just about a full beer here after this stream ends, because I'm gonna want to wash the taste out of my mouth after this. Here we go. 48-yard attempt. Not a chip shot, but he's gonna make it. He missed it! He missed it! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Yes! 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 There's a flag! There's a flag! What? No! No! How is there a flag? How? No, absolutely not. You're going to call this? What's the call, dude? Get out of here. Dexter Lawrence jumps a split second early, has no effect on the play, and he threw a flag. Now this is money. Gets two bites at the apple. What a joke. The New York Giants are cursed, man. Cursed. He got it. He got it. Splits the uprights. Washington football team win 30-27. And I cannot believe this, man. I cannot believe this. Every single opportunity the Giants had to make a play, to put this game on ice, they blew it. They blew it. Darius Slayton dropped balls. Kenny Golladay, Darius Slayton's dropped touchdown will get all the news. He's got to lay out for that. Dexter Lawrence. Bob, thank you for being here, man. That was brutal. That was so brutal. That was everything we love and hate about being a football fan in a nutshell. That last 5 minutes of play. But, oh my God, I'm so sick of the Giants coming out on the wrong end of the stick here. Dexter Lawrence jumps a split second early. He has no effect on the play. No effect on the play, but he still jumped early. You got to call it, but, oh my God. Absolutely terrible. Hopkins missed the field goal. I went crazy. Then the flag gets called. Fox is so slow with their flag graphics, man. If you're not watching with sound, you're not going to know that there's a flag for like another 10 minutes. Yeah, buddy. Slayton's drop is huge, but at the end of the day, I'm blaming the defense. You give up 30 points to Taylor Heineke, and you gave up basically 30 points to Teddy Bridgewater 4 days ago at home. We're going to end the stream very soon. The Giants played hard, Bob, but as a Giants fan, we can't be taking moral victories anymore. This team has been bad for so long, and going 0-2 in a game where you need to be winning when you have every opportunity to put that away. James Bradberry made one play at the perfect time of the game, and you still couldn't put 6 points up on the board in that moment. Still, the Giants scored 29 points tonight, and it still wasn't enough. It still wasn't enough. Everyone was on Jason Garrett before the game. They were on Daniel Jones before the game. He's not good enough, blah, blah. Garrett runs a boring offense, blah, blah, blah. You cannot say that tonight. You could say the receivers dropped balls, and you could say the defense didn't stop anyone when they needed to outside of one interception from James Bradberry. So, after that heartbreak, I'm gonna end the stream. Thank you, everyone, for joining me tonight. I'm really heartbroken right now. It's very difficult to make any rational statements. I'm not going to cry. But I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it because that is just as brutal as it gets to lose on Thursday Night Football by 1 point against a backup quarterback, and he diced you the whole way. Taylor Heineke is a god now. Simple and plain. Terry McLaurin went off. All right, end of the stream. Thank you, everybody who joined. Thank you, everybody who tagged along. Tell your friends, share the stream. If you're a Giants fan, if you're an NFL fan, basketball fan, if you're just a fan of sports, this is the place to be to catch a live reaction, talk sports during the game, see what's up during the game, chat, whatever you want to talk about. So thank you, everyone, for joining me. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe. Stay tuned for the highlight video, trying to work on that, making that come out tomorrow. And until next time, everybody, I bid you adieu. The Giants are 0-2, and there's nothing we can do about it. Adios.